Penyong. At left tackle, Nate McDonald. At center, Matt Thorne. At left guard, number 79, Jackson Clancy. And at fullback, number 83, Josh Beal. And the head coach, Grant Carr. And here's your defensive starters for your very own Hamilton Hurricanes. At cornerback, number 1, Justin Tiffany. At defensive back, number 2, Jeremy Hicks. At defensive back, number 9, Spencer Cockrell. At linebacker, number 18, Josh Auger. At linebacker, number 20, Clay Hoeksma. At cornerback, number 21, Ethan Everly. At safety, number 32, Sean Hustle. At linebacker, number 36, Hayden Paul. At defensive tackle, number 45, Malik Faulkner. At defensive tackle, number 53, Ben Sachs. At defensive end, number 58, Dimitri Duffield. And number 90 at defensive end, Kyle Kortz. Ladies and gentlemen, your defensive starters for your Hurricane. Right now, I'd like to introduce you to some special people associated with their charity.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Tim Hortons Field. My name is Adam Melrose, joined by the coach, Ron Ferwerda. We're up here on the concourse for a beautiful day here in the Hammer, Coach. And, are you pumped for this one? It's a nice little matchup. We got, obviously, our Canes here on Canes TV and the visiting Quinte Skyhawks. Initial thoughts, right out of the gates here, Coach. What are you feeling for today?
Well, first of all, anytime in September that you get a day where it's not raining or it's not overly windy, it's a good thing. We got a great vantage point literally right at center field here on the concourse. Just a fantastic view. First time that we're seeing Quinte this year, so I don't know a lot about them. They've got a couple wins, couple big wins over Toronto, couple wins or a couple losses against some pretty good teams. They took a big L against Ottawa, and then last week, of course, it was the juggernaut down the 401, the St. Clair the St. Clair Saints. Absolutely bludgeoned both of these teams.
It's tough anytime you head down to Windsor for any sport, and obviously, we're just getting great shots here from the field, and we're going to get O Canada here real quick, and we'll be right back with you. Oh, Canada, indeed, Ron. Again, if you're just joining us, welcome to Canes TV for the second home game for your Hamilton Hurricanes, and super excited we get the visiting Quinte Skyhawks, as we were just making reference to here. And let's talk about, as they call captains to the field here, Coach, what got them to today? Obviously, if we're talking with Quinte, you talked about them having a couple of wins over the GTA. Interestingly, Quinte has 4 games in the regular season against the GTA, so they've kind of matched up, ideally position 5 and 6 so that they're not getting beat up by St. Clair twice, right? So Quinte with the 20-0 win over GTA. Last week, game 46 over GTA. They did fall to St. Clair 83-0. They did fall to the Sooners as well 51-1. So somebody got the rouge in there at some point here, Coach. So
Gotta love those kickers.
yeah, 100%. Hurricanes coming into this game, again, a tough record for them. It's been a hard schedule so far. 0-4 coming into this one, at 21-47 against the Sooners. Beefs bested them 50-11. Then they went down. It was 65-3. And then again, similar to Quinte, an 83-0 loss against against St. Clair. So I'm based on the numbers alone of what got us to today in the schedule, we may have a bit of a pretty even-keeled game here today based on the schedule so far. So
yeah, I expect a very, very evenly matched game. Again, I want to see, let's be realistic. Hamilton's had a murderer's road to start the season. Not only do you have to go to Ottawa, then you come back and play back-to-back against, really one of the juggernauts of the OFC, the London Beefeaters. Oh, and then, by the way, we're going to play the number 3 ranked team nationally in Windsor, at their stadium, and on Frosh Week.
Oh, of course,
Let's just throw that in there. So, to say the road for Coach Emo and the Hurricanes has been easy is nowhere close to accurate. Now, again, not that Quinte has had an easy road. Hey, look, anytime you got to drive the 401, we've talked about this a number of times before. You got to go down to Windsor. You better come prepared to bring the wood, because that team's going to hit you. I want to see how both of these teams respond today. I want to see the offenses establish some rhythm. I want to see some drives going on. I know Hamilton wants to run the football. That is that's kind of the identity that they want to establish. This game for both these teams is about establishing the identity, getting some things going on offense, making some plays, and scoring some points.
Yeah, absolutely. And for Hamilton, let's get a number 1 in the W column here, Coach.
Exactly.
And very doable today. It's going to be about executing on all 3 facets of the game, as Coach Emo has alluded to on multiple times. There's a lot of talent on this team. It's just been a very hard road to get here. So ready to return this ball is Siderius. Yep, the ball's going right to him. Over to the near side of your screen here, Coach, and he's going to field this one. Catches it
straight
in
up
the air, and he's right up the field, and he gets brought down by 11. Great job. That's Tegan Good of the Quinte Skyhawks on the tackle. And we got a football game now, Coach. We're into it.
All right.
First down, Hurricanes.
Anytime, you're going to hear this at nauseum when you listen to my broadcast. Anytime the ball hits the ground, it's going to cost you 15 yards.
Yeah.
Okay? You got to catch it in the air, and then you attack it upfield. This is a great job. Not dancing. I don't like that side to side. Don't run the 200 meters. Some special teams coaches do that. I want to come right at you.
Absolutely. So 2x2, Atwall in at Q. Dage still listed as the 1 here, but it looks like Atwall's getting a start, and we're going to give that to, I believe, Mischione to get things started. Healthy little run to get started here, Coach. A couple of yards should bring up about 2nd and 8.
Yeah, good run just off the right-hand side. Good penetration by Quinte. This is what I want to see. I want to see these teams establish the line of scrimmage against each other. Quinte's got some big boys up front. Hamilton's got to move some. They've struggled on the offensive line. They've got to move them. You got to execute their blocks. Quinte in a very, very stacked 2 AA gaps there.
Absolutely. So we're going to pass out to a little high on the pass here, Coach.
I think it was tipped.
Kelvin Liu, maybe we'll see the tip on the replay, but yeah, that ball was a little high.
It comes out of his hand like right away. I think as he was trying to get it, I think his elbow was knocked a little bit. So
right. Well, that brings up 3rd and 7. Obviously, the punt crew coming out. So nice return to start the game. Canes are all up on their feet. Everybody's excited. We've got a great crowd here at Tim Hortons Field today. The weather's beautiful, and we're in for 60 minutes of just beautiful CJFL football here too, Coach. So snaps good. We're going to get this one away.
Nice high punt.
Nice high punt for sure. And this one's going to be returned. Quinte, we'll get a number here in a
That's a
second.
big hit in there.
Oh, yeah. 41 coming in hard for the
Number
the Kings.
8 as well. I believe
Yeah.
is 8 the punter?
Truwadi, and 8 is Tyler Nold. Yeah, 100%.
Tyler Noel absolutely lit him up there.
Yeah,
I want to see right there.
There it is.
Look
Boom.
at that.
Get it, baby.
Look at that.
Atta boy.
That's a way to get excited over your special teams, okay?
Yeah.
Now, let's see the defense. Last time we saw Hamilton, they were down a couple players. Let's see how they do reestablishing some of that edge pressure. They love to play that 3-man front. So I expect to see pressure coming off the edges. See if when they bring that extra backer down. Quinte, 3 receivers to the field, 1 to the boundary. Adam, take it away.
Yeah, and we've got looks like double wing look for Quinte here if I'm my eyes are catching right, but is that too many guys there,
No,
Coach?
no. His pants.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Have got.
But if we've got 2, 5, and 7 on the line, we had an extra. Is there not 7 on the line right now?
No, there's
3. Oh,
6.
6. Okay, right. All right, so they're fixing the knee pads, which is something we've seen at all levels over the last couple, with the exception of the NFL, where these millionaires are getting paid to do what they do. But high school level, definitely cracking down on that, so we're not seeing it as much. We're going to give this ball up the middle. It's going to get stuffed right away.
This is what I want to see. Hamilton brings pressure right away. They want to establish the line of scrimmage in the Quinte backfield. Look at that. 3 guys in the backfield, and the 4th guy finally cleans it up. So big stop there. And now we see the Quinte quarterback coming back in after that first down substitution.
I was going to say, yeah, because it was a Burris, but looks like we've got Camarota, who's listed as number 1 for the game, and similar look here. So, 3-by-2 essentially. 1 guy in the backfield, snaps up. Camarota having a look down the field. He's got a man open to number 12, who will get a first down and about 7 extra yards past that one. So number 12, that's going to be Rhett Meldachuk, but flag on the field. We got a holding.
It's coming back on a hold here. We missed it just as on the edge there. The defensive end was tackled. Again, Hamilton brings 6 guys. They bring pressure right away. They're bringing both the outsides, and they're sending an extra backer in the inside. That's going to leave holes in the secondary. That's what happens when you blitz people. You kind of live by the sword, you die by the sword.
Yeah.
That's what happened there, to have that guy that wide open. But again, Hamilton wants to play in the Quinte backfield. That is essential for this defense today.
Well, if that front 4 can do the job, then life is good, right? To send that pressure. But like you said, yeah, you're taking a risk every time you send that 5-6 man pressure. And that's where obviously they got a little bit saved by the hold on that one, Coach. 3 to the top side of your screen, single man down below. Having a look again. Oh, finds the turf monster.
No, sir. Number 58 off the edge, untouched. We're talking about, look at that, right away, and he just falls down.
Yeah. I missed the I thought he had a little case of the turf monster. No, that's just a safety slide here, Coach.
Yeah,
so,
that's just get down.
Great job. And at 58, that's going to be Dimitri Duffield, pretty high on the stat sheet for tackles in the pregame research as well, too. So, we got a man down.
That's the quarterback, actually.
Yeah.
I think he tweaked his ankle a little bit.
What's interesting, we were just at Citywide Field in London yesterday, and I was chatting with some of the players, and I've recently been on that field as well, too, and brand new turf, but there's still those sort of like little gopher holes you can feel underneath this soft turf. So that's part of the challenge. You just catch that the wrong way and you go to plant, and, here goes your hamstring. So looks like he's coming off on his own power. That's great. And I believe we're going to be bringing in the punt team as we're basically 3rd in the 403 right now for the Quinte Skyhawks.
We got to come up with those. For the London football TV, we've got 3rd in Dorchester.
I think we do have. There we go. 3rd in the 403.
All right, there you go. There you go. See, Adam. This is why they pay you the big bucks.
I tell you, it's
curve.
Graphics Guy Simon that does all the magic here for us. So he's, pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. That is Simon Cantor.
Now I think this is too far back for the punt.
I think
that's
a bit of respect
here.
for the punter here. So
Marchesano and 30 here. So
Marchesano and Siderius back to return this punt. Almost gets blocked by Jeremy Hicks. This is going to go to Siderius again. Oh, it bounces off of him. It's loose. We got a man coming in. Live ball.
Quinte's got it.
Quinte's got it on the 36.
No, it's still loose. It's still loose.
Well, but he was laying on it. So I want to say.
But did his momentum take it off there? And it is Quinte ball.
Wow. Yeah, I was going to say, he was on it pretty good. Knees down, arms down, covered up. So unfortunate for the Canes defense. They're staying on with the sun at their back right now. Obviously, it would be nice. Quinte's got the sun in their face right before it sets here in the west in Hamilton. And yeah, I mean, nice punt, but we got to catch that one here, Coach.
You got to catch that.
In the air. I mean, it would be your normal suggestion, right?
Yes.
So in the case of this, wasn't a difference of 15. This was a difference of 40 at this point.
Yeah. Well, that's by the time this is done, let's see if Hamilton dials up that pressure again. Quinte, I think with got that extra wing back in there, they want to establish that run game by the looks of it.
Yeah, so I mean, what we would call normally a queen look. Now his knee went down,
yeah.
so that's going to be
yeah,
there.
Also,
be a
number 15 is in at quarterback now. So 5 is taking a couple plays off by the looks of it.
Yeah, Aburis is in. Obviously, we're hoping Camarota, who coming into this game, stats look pretty good, despite the record coming into the season for Quinte, and. Hopefully the training tent will take good care of him. So Quinte taking a bit of time in this huddle right now. It looks like the two referees are chatting about maybe the play clock here, but is there a live play clock on the wall somewhere?
Sure.
No, it's there, but it's not being used.
Okay.
So here we go. Same thing. Wing back 3x2.
They're offside.
Aburis is going to have it drop back. He's going to gain maybe a yard back. This is going to be 3rd and 14-ish.
Yeah.
And the punt crew should be coming out.
If you don't start picking up this pressure early, I'm saying this now, Quinte, it's going to be a long day for the Skyhawks because Hamilton is they are not afraid to send that extra man or 2 men in that case. And again, he does a good job evading the first man, but there's no one picking up that extra guy. So if you're having 6 guys in the block, your 6 guys better turn up and block somebody.
Yeah, no kidding. Offensive coordinator, Matt McDonald of the Quinte Skyhawks, going to have a bit of work and adjustments to put in here with all that pressure coming here today, Coach. So hats off to the nice start that we've seen from this Hamilton defense. Siderius, Marchesano in the backfield to return this one.
A great leg.
Yeah, so we're
Just
in the end zone. Let's get
out.
out. Yeah, and we're
there
out.
You
we're
go.
at the 5. Going to get this out at about 12, 13 yards. So first down,
but it's going to come out
Canes.
Because that was in the end zone. It's going to come all the way out to the 20.
Yeah.
So that's the rule in the Canadian game. If it's kicked into the end zone and it is returned out, it just has to get to the half-yard line, and then it's going to be spotted to the 20-yard line. So Hamilton's going to take the ball over on the first down on their 20. Let's see if we can get something going there with the run game a little bit here.
So back in. We got Atwall at the helm, week 2. Yep. Similar look, 2 in the backfield, 2x2. And we're going to give this one to Mischione. And Mischione can get himself 88. Different number here. That's Siderius actually in the backfield. But normally we see that guy lining up as we deal with a couple of bees in the booth here. Nice little healthy run. He's going to get himself about 6 yards here, Coach. 2nd and 4 Canes. Great work.
Yeah, and I like attacking the boundary side on that run. So it's almost that counter action that they like to do. Siderius was lined up in the slot, I thought.
Yeah.
But he's actually lined up in an H-back position.
So Maraca and Siderius in the backfield today, which is different than the last home game that we were here for. Atwell having a look field, nobody there. Right across the middle, he's got his man. And we're going to complete
Number
that to
11.
Luka Jones.
Luka Jones. I've been waiting to talk about this guy. This guy's a dynamic playmaker. He is, talking to other coaches in this league. He's the guy that everybody kind of wants the game plan around. You cannot let someone like Luka Jones loosen your secondary. Big hit from the safety.
Yeah.
But, hey,
great patience from Atwall, too. Just sitting in the pocket. Nope, my first 2 reads aren't there. Let's give this to Siderius. Siderius is rumbling, and he's still going. The feet are moving. He's getting about probably 6 yards on that carry,
too. Maybe more than
7.
that. He's got 7 yards up there. That's all the way up to the 48-yard line. And, again, it's that weak side run. So it's a power run, split backfields. It's how much you got a lead going in there. And, again, just – big physical guy running the ball, keeps his shoulders going, churns up 2nd down and 3.
We got lucky on a few extracurriculars there that we caught at the end of the replay. That's football, baby. All right, same look, 2 in the backfield. We got Siderius and Maraca again.
You got Luka Jones one-on-one out here. I wouldn't leave that out there very long.
Atwall having a look field side.
Nice
we're going to pull this one in.
Yeah, he got under it, 100%.
So that's going to be 16. That's Horncastle with the reception. First down. Canes, move those sticks. Coach, I like what I'm seeing.
Yeah, I really like the patience. He's what I like about what Atwell is doing is he's getting off his first read. It's not there, staying calm, even in the face of pressure, delivers the ball to the second read, and that's twice that he's come off his first read and gone to the backside on that and found a man.
Yep, same look from the Canes. Taking the snap here at the 51-yard line. Is Atwell? It's a little high. He's going to give this to Maraka. Maraka's going to get rumbling down the field again. 5-6 yards on that carry, Coach. Great
Little
great
extra
series
tumble
we're
at
putting
the end
together
there.
here.
Gain, I'm going to say about a gain of 4 by the spot there, Adam.
Oh, right, the far ref. Oh, I think that's a little light on the spot, but
Yeah, I
mean,
think it was about right.
they're down
to be
there and
honest.
we're up here, I guess, Coach. So.
Yeah.
All right.
We respect the guys in the black and the white.
Absolutely. We'll talk more about becoming an Ontario official here in the game here, too. Same look. Atwell barking out orders, having a look. Boundary side. He's got his man in number 26. Justice Sinos. That'll bring up about 3rd and probably 3 here, I believe.
Sinos all you're doing is just a little halfback release. Good job of catching the ball. Hey, the most important thing you got to do as a receiver, first of all, is catch the ball, maintain possession. Then get upfield and get your yards. He does a good job of getting the ball. Justice is a converted offensive lineman. He played offensive line all through high school. He's kind of gone over to that running back position, that kind of fullback spot, and a good job. He's got to get a little bit more of a shimmy going, and I think he breaks that as we see the punt team coming on for the
Interesting.
Hurricanes.
I was curious what the move was going to be here, but we'll bring Nold out, I guess. I mean, you could pin this down at around the 10, ideally, if you can make it happen. So looks like 35 back there to return this, who is no 35
only
on our
one
sheet
back
here.
there. There's only one
So
guy
Are
back.
we trying to send an extra man of
time
pressure,
count.
time count violation?
So I don't mind the time count violation there, okay? People say, well, why didn't you call your timeout? Well, you only get 2 in the Canadian game, first of all.
Yeah.
Per half. So that's one thing. And going back an extra 5 yards now, see, I think Hamilton had something going on, or at least Quinte thought they had something going on because it was 37 that dropped back.
Yeah.
And then it was all of a sudden now they're in their punt cover unit.
Gotcha. Back to return, Van Dyke and man for the Quinte Skyhawks. This is a short punt.
Off the side of his foot.
It's going to bounce at it around the 32.
I'm going to say about the 32-yard line.
Yeah.
That's exactly it. So
all right, so Canes back to work, or Canes D back to work, Quinte back on O. We're at 5:39. No score so far here, Coach, but certainly some good stuff. And Hamilton looking the better of the two teams here today, right out of the gate.
So
for
far,
sure.
yes. And it's kind of you don't want to use the term the get right game, but this is the game that you really want to get things right going. Because next week, we're here on Saturday next week against the team way up north in the Ottawa Sooners.
Absolutely.
Who took it on the chin last night in St. Clair.
As most do.
As most do.
As most do. All right, so we're going to get that same sort of look here. We got a queen look or a wing to the field side here, Coach. 2x2 on the rest of the receivers. It's 15 in now. He's got his man 12 making that catch. So nice little connection to Tegan. Oh, no, check that. Rhett Melnichuk. And we do have
Aburis. 7.
Aburis is still back in, who was listed as the number 2 Q. So curious if Camerota is sideline or still in the tent.
He's still under the tent.
There he is.
Yeah,
he's walking.
He's walking, but he's walking gingerly.
Yeah, he's got the man. I wish I wasn't hurt walk going on right now. So Aburis in the backfield, 3x2 set for the Quinte Skyhawks with the wing off to the boundary side.
See if Hamilton brings some pressure this time.
Having a look field side. We're going to get this. Oh, we almost get a connection with number 3. So that's Van Dyke, who gets a little love there from number 9 of the. That's Spencer Cockrell of the Hamilton Hurricanes.
Number 20 had a play on the ball, tips it up, live ball going on there. So just there, and it's just wrap up.
It was, and Van Dyke, if you were catching that, guess was right there behind you, brother.
Yeah. Not only that, but you've got some green. You got a little bit of greenage in front of you, and you're thinking house call. And I'm not sure that was going to happen.
No. So 3rd and about 4 here, Coach. And
so this punter's got quite a leg on him. Now they do have somebody lined up in the onside position on the far side of the field. So if he stays behind the punter, he's allowed to recover this ball.
Which is often missed by a lot of folks, so it's good if you do see this. Yes, he's staying on side,
That's
so
what they're
he is
trying to
good.
do.
And it looks like Marchesano, just over his head, does finally pull it in and is going to be brought down at about the 25-yard line here, Coach. King's back on offense.
So again, that's basically what you're trying to see. This is something that you see in the Canadian game. If you are behind the ball or the kicker, when the ball is kicked, you do not have to give that 5-yard, that 5-yard halo, basically. And that allows one guy to go in there. Now, usually when you have something like that, you've got something off of it where you're trying to do something, on a fake or something like that. So we got to put that in our memory bank for later on.
Yeah, absolutely. So man down for Hamilton right now. Can't exactly see the number. Maybe we can get a.
I think it was 85.
So 85 be Marchesano.
Who's just the punt returner there.
Yeah, so it is. So looks like we're just maybe tending to a knee, lower body injury at the moment.
Well, he got wrapped up and rolled on, I think, at the very end. This might be a wind thing. I'm not 100% sure, but great day here in Hamilton, Adam.
Couldn't ask for a
Tim
nicer
Horton
day.
Field, the home of the Ticats.
Yeah, we're hanging out here, kind of the top of the concourse, right over the tunnel where you saw earlier in the broadcast the Hamilton team running out, and just center of the field. Great attendance here today. It's tough because all the cameras are pointed at the far side, which isn't rented for the day, so we got empty seats. But yeah, really well attended game here at Tim Hortons Field, and anytime you get to come hang out in a CFL facility for an afternoon is not a bad way to spend a Sunday here, Coach.
Nope, absolutely not. What else would you rather do? Like, in a month from now, it's going to be, I don't want to be outside.
You are, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Right now,
this weather for September 15th
I'm
is
wearing shorts, dude.
Yeah.
I am not a shorts guy.
I'm with you. So here we go. Atwell's back in. Same look we saw in the last series, which, we were moving the ball really nicely here, just under 4 minutes in the first quarter. Little orbit motion coming here. We're going to give this ball, and we're going to get a first down. And we are finally brought down to the deck, and that's a nice carry from Robbie Pereira of your Hamilton Hurricanes.
Yeah, Robbie Pereira does that. This is like what I would call a rocket. A lot of people call it the orbit like you do.
Mm-hmm.
So it's based off that wing tee of that wraparound. Hamilton does a lot of their stuff based off of the wing tee when they get those two slots in and they run that counter in there. But I really like the blocking downfield by the receivers as well. So good job by the Hurricanes. Let's keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. Similar look. Atwell calling out commands. Does give it back to Pereira. Again, Pereira's going to go field side this time. Cuts it back in. Looks like he's going to gain about maybe 1.5 yards, 2 yards on this one, Coach. Second down.
Cuts it back. This time, Quinte saw it that time. And you can see the outside guy does a good job of holding it back in. I think he actually makes the tackle there. I want to say it's 22 for the Skyhawks, but does a good job of establishing the edge, pinning the corner, forcing it back into where you guys are. Second down and 8 here for the Canes.
Yeah, same look. We're seeing Atwell at the helm. We're seeing motion to the boundary from 81 of the Canes. That's Pereira. No, check that. Not Pereira. Atwell's having a look boundary shot. He gets this gone to number 11.
There you go.
There he
Luka
is.
Jones.
Luka Jones. First
Luka
down.
Jones, the speed of Luka Jones absolutely pushes the DB off. Another 5 yards. Luka just sticks his foot in the ground, stops. He wanted that ball a little bit earlier there. Great roll. This is something that we didn't see last time, okay? He sets his feet, squares his shoulder, delivers the ball. Good job by the offensive line, maintaining a good pocket. Nice, clean pocket there.
Absolutely. Canes almost at midfield here, making a couple of adjustments. Same look in the backfield, too, with Siderius and Maraca. We got 81 going in motion. That's Zach Pereira. Flipping it back here, coming across. Little jet motion. Nope, we're going to pull this one. Atwell looking field. He's rolling out. Got a man downfield in number 4, but that one's just over his head, so that's Kelvin Liu.
Yeah, you're rolling out full sprint, and someone's coming there. That was the difference. He doesn't have a chance to snap his shoulders around to square up to the ball. Well, I still think they're trying to isolate something one-on-one here with Luka Jones as we see him come off the field for substitutions.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, and then, we're talking about you got to throw that one away. You look at the game yesterday, Weber of the GTA Grizzlies in trouble. Instead of throwing that one out of bounds, just throws it basically right to a Beefs defender and, house call. So smart move from Atwell on this play for sure. Same look. Robbie going in with 2 guys in motion. Maracas got this ball right up the middle. He's going to make a couple
Great
men
run.
miss. Little slide. First down and an extra about 3 yards here. Move the chains.
Yeah, all the way up to the 45-yard line. Just a really good power run inside. Good double team at the point of attack. You're motioning down that fullback as well. That's just nothing fancy about that. I think Hamilton wants to run the ball right at them, and so far they've had success doing that. Hey, if it's not broke, don't fix it.
And if you can make it happen simple, let's keep it that way. Here we go. Same look. 2 men in motion. Giving this one back to Maraca again, who's going to rumble again for about a 4-yard gain here, Coach.
We don't often call out the offensive linemen very often for doing good things. Number 61 absolutely obliterates the defensive end here and gives them an absolute beautiful running hole. I should just see it at the end there.
A little bit of, I'm still with you.
Yeah, I'm still here.
I had a great chat with the JV O-lineman earlier this week. I said, dude, you don't have stats, right? You were in games where they either won or they lost. However, what you put on tape, you going next level, you finding work is what's going to get you recruited. And he ate that up all day. So I'm glad to see these O-linemen. And we got a great catch here.
Number 4.
Number to the house. Touchdown, Calvin Liu. The first major of the day for your Hamilton Hurricanes.
This is a great job. First of all, the snap came out quick. I don't think everyone was ready for that.
Yep.
Then he's running for his life. He snapped his shoulder around. He beat that guy, saw the man downfield, delivers an absolute strike. Great composure drive. Great finish now. Let's keep this momentum going.
Yeah, I mean, hats off to the DB. The DB got cooked a little bit, still tried. He dove to try and get the shoelace tackle. Wasn't there. Touchdown, Canes. Nice job, Mr. Liu. We got the PAT crew coming out and Robbie Pereira coming off. Maybe
timeout called by the Canes.
All right, so
it's just, again, the basic things, that settle down. We just scored, okay. Everyone relax a little bit, and let's line up and get the extra point. You don't want to take those timeouts too early in this game. But, again, with 9 seconds left to go in the first quarter, our first score of the game for the Hurricanes. Also, another note, first time in all white today for Hamilton this year.
Ooh,
So
I like it.
It's
a whiteout game.
Yep. I would have known.
I'm glad we wore black. Yeah. No, it was good. It was important. The whole London Football TV crew dressing in dark today because we normally work in the sun. So, it's important to.
The last thing you want is let's put the old guy in a black T-shirt in the sun. What could possibly go wrong with it?
Yeah, exactly. No, we got you in the shade here, Coach Ron.
Appreciate that.
And again, if you're just joining us here on OFC TV, powered by ISI Live, you've got Canes TV coming to you live from Tim Hortons Field. I'm Adam Melrose, joined by the coach Ron Ferwerda, taking you through the rest of this game as we head into almost the end of the first quarter here, Coach.
Yeah, 9 seconds left to go. Our first score of the game.
Nold ready to chip shot this one into the north end.
Snap is down, and it
beautiful.
Is good.
6+1.
All right. And it's into the yellow seats.
Yeah. Normally, when they do the Grey Cup and, obviously live performances and stuff like that, that is customarily the stage down at that end. Green Day played over there for the Grey Cup. Bunch of great acts playing in here. And
a late flag. Objectionable conduct called against Hamilton.
So we're yapping. Okay.
So somebody's talking. Somebody didn't like what they said. But this is going to go back 15 yards, so you're going to be kicking this ball off from your 30-yard line.
Yeah. So luckily, we got a guy who can smash this thing down the field pretty well. But, yeah, you never want to have to back this one up. But that's what we're going to do, and I'm sure Coach Emo going to have a little chat with his fellas. You said it earlier, too. Hey, we just scored, but there's still 45 minutes left in this game, 45 plus 9 seconds. Let's, no different than our good friend Coach Schneider once upon a time, would always just say, hey, listen, yeah, great, we just scored. Everybody settle down because we got a lot of football to play. That could have been with 2 minutes left in the game, could have been with 2 quarters left in the game. It doesn't matter. Yeah.
Just waiting for the whistle to be blown in here. There we go.
All right, Nold gets a foot on it.
High looping kick.
Yep, and we're going to field that one at about the 33-yard line. And I'm missing the number 3. That's Van Dyke for the Quinte Skyhawks. So Quinte back to work in a 7-0 game for your Hamilton Hurricanes. And it's interesting to see. Obviously, we've been seeing pressure from this Hamilton defense all game. Curious to see if they come out on anything new or try something different here on offense, Coach.
Well, and I think a lot of the game plan that you had for Quinte went out the window when your quarterback went out on the second play of the game. As we now have the backup, and looks like he's going to be riding the rest of the day here.
Yeah, so Aburis in for Camerota, as we saw Camerota kind of just sauntering on the sideline after being attended to. So jet motion from 22, who's going to take this one wide, get himself about 5 yards. Flag in the backfield.
Yeah,
we have a helmet off on a Quinte Skyhawk.
This is he hit him in the head here. This is a unnecessary roughness, face mask. It is a 15-yard penalty by our guy that blitzed right there.
Oh, right there. Okay. So looks maybe Wilbacker coming in from on the weak side here.
Yeah, I missed the number. I got a feeling it might have been number 20 on that blitz. No.
So we're in a 30 front. Is it 47 or
no,
30?
It is 20.
No, yeah. So it's 30 or some. One of the quarterbacks.
One of the linebackers.
Linebackers. Thank you. That's the word I was looking for.
You're a linebacker coach for crying out loud.
I actually moved to D-line, thank you, but currently coaching DBs because that makes a lot of sense, right?
Welcome to high school.
Exactly. So we got that single wing look 2x2, little flip back, and we're going to give this to 22 of the Quinte Skyhawks, who's trying to get back to the line of scrimmage. He won't, and is brought down by 1, 2, 3 Hamilton Hurricanes. That's 40-32. And another gentleman here, number 9
there.
Yep. So Cockrell and Hustle.
Cockrell, Hustle.
Yeah.
Call out just about anybody on the defense
exactly
that you want because they were there. Loss of 7 on the play. And, Adam, that was the last play of the first quarter. A quick-moving first quarter.
Yeah, despite the penalties and injuries, it did kind of hum along pretty nicely. And and I've said this a few times now, I really like what we're seeing from Hamilton.
Yeah.
This is a team that put the work in at practice this week. They understand where they're at and most certainly not ready to just bow down. There's still 4 games left, and, we're trying to, vie for playoff situations and keep working. But, even yesterday with the GTA game, like they're 56 down, and those guys are still happy on the sidelines, having a good time. So maybe it's just about playing the game here, Coach, but Hamilton looking great, and really looking forward to the next 3 quarters of this game as we head into it.
Yeah, this is one of those games that you've had such a tough start to the season. This is the game that you want to get right. I keep saying that, but you really do. You want to you want to put some positive things down on film. And you want to get some drives, and you want to get some stops. These are the important things that you're seeing. Hamilton showing a lot of pressure.
Yeah, Aburis having a look to the field side. Comes across the middle. He's almost picked off. And what have we got?
36.
36 for Hamilton. Just was looking upfield. That's Hayden Paul. Huge tackle numbers for this guy on the stats.
Yep.
But was just looking way too far upfield, and he was scoring that touchdown before he even touched it, Coach.
I kind of joke about it, but sometimes you play defense for a reason.
Yeah.
And sometimes you don't play offense for a reason.
This is true,
because
yeah.
you don't catch.
My best DBs are the receivers who can't catch. So
exactly. They can track the ball. They can get their hands in there.
Heck yeah.
They're not catching it. But again, just good understanding of positioning, undercut the receiver. Again, Hamilton bringing pressure, not afraid of that.
Yeah.
Again, onside man, they got to be aware of this. Someone's got to march up over that.
Yeah.
You can't have that free releaser.
You got a single man up top here for Hamilton,
No,
just off camera to the left.
Deuce.
Yeah, and 2 guys back. So he does stay on, so he is live. And I think this is Siderius who's got on it. He's on it.
It's a 5-yard, no yards call.
No yards, yeah.
But it's the 5 yards. So, again, what's the difference between a 5 and a 15? 5 yards, no yards call is the ball's on the ground, okay? Or they're attempting to get away from the ball. 15 yards is the ball is caught in the air and you were inside that bubble.
Yeah.
So and that's the difference between the 5 and the 15.
No, my error, too, wasn't Siderius. It was us, Aiden Gago on the reception there for Hamilton back to return that punt, who's a guy whose name we haven't called. Or we've been getting our 6s and 8s confused, Coach.
I mean, it is possible. Like we are on the court, basically
concourse.
The 3rd level. Concourse, that's the word.
Yeah, that's the word you're looking for. It's all good. So we're going to pick that flag up, and Hamilton should be going to work here.
Yeah, but it's not going to be there. What?
So
What? Hang on a second.
we
here.
missed something while we were joshing.
How does Quinte have the ball? I totally missed something there. Okay.
Okay, well,
There must have been a penalty in the back.
true. Did we hit the punter and we missed
Well,
it?
that's what I was wondering.
That'd be the only reason, but that would have been marched forward, yeah, because they were kicking for. Okay, yep,
Yep.
that must.
That makes sense. That 10-yard penalty.
And we're back. Welcome back to the Hammer. 13:35 in your second quarter here on Canes TV. As
Short gain of about 1 on that. Second down and 9 for the Skyhawks. Hamilton has shown pressure and brought it consistently all day. I would not expect anything but on the second down and long here.
yeah, Aburis still in the backfield, joined by Mann, number 22. He's going to step over. He's going to take this ball middle. Tries to cut
Good
through.
hit
Maybe
in the backfield.
Yeah, maybe a
Number
half yard if
36
anything.
again.
Yeah, 36 having a great day. That's our man Hayden Paul. Like I said, if you look at the stats on ofc.ca or the CHFL website, just a couple to that guy's name for sure.
Yeah, and again, he is a guy that absolutely brings the wood. I like that they're not break. This is something that we didn't see. Okay, they're fitting up their tackles, and they're not breaking those tackles against London and Ottawa and Windsor. Some of those tackles were broken. Now, granted, yes, they're different players, but again, technique. It looks like technique has been cleaned up a little bit here, so that's important. But again, you got to get somebody up top there to account for this guy.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm not sorry.
I'm going to put that on a T-shirt for you, Coach.
All right, there you go.
Here we go. This punt's away. Punter is untouched. We're good. And we do have 86 in the backfield again to return this. That's Gago. He's going to get it up to about the 14-yard line. And here comes the Canes offense.
So the Canes back on offense here. They've had a good couple drives there. And they're just telling us that no spectators are allowed on the field. Good thing that Addis is not a spectator.
Well,
he's a worker.
Absolutely. Down there getting all our great sideline shots here today and braving the sidelines between the two teams. He'll be there to get the sellies in the end zone too. And, it's interesting. We were talking about it earlier when we were sort of doing the pregame. There was a really great Czech presentation on the field.
Yeah.
The Hamilton Hurricanes have won countless awards for volunteer hours. As a club, and a few individual players have won, with over 700 hours in a year, which is unheard of. And they also have a great program for players where you can actually volunteer X amount of hours, and it'll cover your playing fee, which is just amazing, right? Obviously, great sponsorship here in Hamilton, and we're going to get back into the action here. We're going to give that ball to, I believe, Maraca, who's going to make a couple of men miss. Great first down rumbles in this game so far. And this is a first down.
Yeah. We're going to talk about yards after contact on this. He's made contact right there. So he had contact about the 17-yard line.
Woo!
And takes it
down.
all the way down to the 27-yard line. So that's 10 yards after contact. Just keeping your legs driving, understanding it. Just keep pounding that rock.
And we've got young running backs watching this game right now. This is the way to do it, is never, ever stop your feet until the whistle. He could have easily just gone down after the first contact, got the 5 yards. We're going to give this to Siderius, who also breaks this one loose. He's got a chance to get loose, but he's getting tied up by 37 of the Quinte Skyhawks, so gets a first down. But Jacoby Dillion.
Yeah, you can't do this kind of stuff. They absolutely shoved him out of bounds into the sticks after yards were gained.
So Siderius, Dillion's on him, and then
it's right here.
Just a little bit.
There
a
we
little
go.
extra into the sticks. Yeah, that's going to get you every time. So that'll be a
15.
first down plus 15 from the point of the foul
here,
Coach?
Well, see, he got the ball, I want to say, to about the 43-yard line. So we're going to get 15 yards beyond that. So this is going to come all the way to beyond center field here.
Which I think the Canes will not say no to now.
Nope.
Mr. Maraca might be, or Siderius might be feeling a little fantastic right now.
Siderius is the guy with his helmet off in the huddle there, so that's really unfortunate. But yeah, this comes up all the way to the Quinte 52-yard line.
Wow,
now.
that's a big gain.
Yeah, but he's running the ball hard. You don't want to lose any of these guys. Like at this point of the season, numbers are already down a little bit with injuries and everything else. You don't want to like lose one of your lead backs right now or your lead horses.
Yeah, absolutely. And so they're attending to him, the training staff on it. Back on my point about volunteer work. I've not heard of it from other clubs, but I really love the initiative that the board have done here at Hamilton on the volunteer to playing initiative, because this is a sport that we'd love to all play as long as we can, and as guys get jobs or have family commitments,
or get too old.
Yeah, or get too old. But the fee can be preventative for some people to play. And there's a lot of clubs that have great programs, and I think what better way to spread community awareness of your club by going out and helping in the areas. We obviously, when we were here last time, it was the Pack the Park initiative, which they did break that record with just over 3,900 people. The original record was 35 and change, and so beat that by about 400. And I mean, so much of the proceeds from that day went to two great programs here in town to feed the homeless and feed kids. So
the Hamilton In and Out of the Cold and the Food for Kids program. The Food for Kids program I'll talk about in a little bit. With some of the commitment from some of these players and everything else. We're going to talk about that, after the next play.
Absolutely. So Atwall still in at your quarterback position. Siderius, okay, I thought they were taking him up the tunnel. He's going to the tent instead, which is a little better. Atwall's got a man downfield. Oh, and I think that was Robbie that time, 89.
Yeah. Got to put a little bit more air underneath that. Good coverage there.
Yep. But Pereira, we're talking the distance of a helmet, between catching that and not. So Atwall, showing his composure in the pocket right now, Coach, fighting off a couple of pressures coming his way on that one, still rockets it down the field.
Yeah.
And Pereira, whose name we didn't call a whole lot in the last game, seems to be a bit of a figurehead today. Now, Lord Anto is a guy we talked about a lot in the first game when we were here too, and haven't seen.
I think he's out today.
He is a scratch on the list. Here we go.
Atwall, I like this. Take off and run. Okay,
didn't
this is
see
coming
it.
back.
Dump it over to Horncastle. We've got a flag in the backfield.
Back,
is it a hold?
A hold, yeah, 100%. So he does a good job of escaping it. I like the heads-up play.
Right, I see on 64. It's that pull down on the shoulder. You could have just give him a shove, and
but you didn't. So
and that's,
now we've got 2nd down and 20. Oh, this is interesting substitution. Number 5 just came in the game.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I thought we were talking about the defensive substitutions here.
Interesting offensive substitution.
Number 5, last name rhymes with Ferwerda. I'm standing next to a coach Ferwerda right now. So
I had better hair at that.
Look
age.
at the flow coming in at number 5 here. Absolutely. We get to have a proud dad moment at every one of these Canes games. As Horncastle coming across in a fake jet, Atwall has a look downfield. This one's tipped and almost retrieved by 9 of the Quinte Skyhawks. That's Colby Dowdle. But that's going to bring up 3rd and 20 here, and I'm assuming the punch crew.
Intended for Luka Jones. That's definitely the guy that you want to try to get the ball in his hands to on those big plays. And again, it's unfortunate that it's not able to be completed. But again, a good stop. And we're 9 minutes and 40 seconds left to go. It feels like Hamilton should be up more. You gotta get more of a drive. They've had not great starting field position on a number of these drives. That was an opportunity, and you got to capitalize on some of these sometimes.
Yeah. Well, and without having the old nice deep punt here, without having the exact stats, which I'm sure maybe we can acquire at halftime, but I want to say, especially on first downs, Canes are averaging 5 to 6 yards a carry.
I mean,
if not more.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it seems like we're really going to that passing game maybe more than we need to with Hamilton right now, where if you've got these guys who could just run the rock on the ground, then, can we not keep it on the ground here? Now, Coach, I don't coach offense, right? But I'm just curious, if the ground's working.
Well, I may be weird offensive coach in the fact that, and this as well. I've told this story. I've run the same play 15 times in a row in a game because they couldn't stop it. So I'm a big believer in the philosophy. I'm going to run the ball right till you stop me. Then I'm going to go left, which is meaning if you can't stop a play, I'm going to bludgeon you with that play until you can prove to me you can stop it.
Absolutely. 3-by-1 with that wing coming across in motion. He's going to leak out. That's 83, who does pull that almost in. And we've got a roughing the passer and an incomplete pass on the far side here.
And another flag late.
And probably a yapping at the ref. And maybe another one.
No.
Oh, we got the point. Shut your mouth. Referee point over there.
Yeah. Okay, so.
Okay, it might be he's huddled over him after the tackle. I bet you that's what started it. Yeah, right here, he stands up. You get the, stay down.
You get the roughing passer. You get objectionable conduct. So this is going up 30 yards.
Yeah.
Okay.
Those ones stack.
Okay, here's your first one of the day. Guys, maintain and keep your composure.
Exactly. And if you're following along at home, that is Coach Ron's first composure comment. So I believe that means shot. And whatever that means to you, go for it. All right, so that's going to bring it up to the Canes 53.
Yeah, 53-yard line. It's a first down for Quinte. And again, last time Hamilton got the assistance with the penalties. This time Quinte does. Let's keep it going, guys. Let's play our game. I think they're offside here.
Burris, no flag though. Trying to find 12 in McNasby. Check that. Melnichuk. And you're right. I think we did have a little jump on the offensive line, but didn't get picked up. So just incomplete pass. So 2nd and 10, and still, I mean, the pressure from this Hamilton defense is really keeping them in the game here right now. Offensively, I'd still like to see him run the rock a little bit more. 2-by-2, get back.
They got him
that
time.
One. They're going to get it there. Burris is just going to toss this one down the field. Does find number 12. Nice catch. So that it will be Melnichuk on the reception.
Nice catch. Just, you got defensive back. You got to get your head around.
Yeah.
You got to get your head around. Find that ball. Okay. If he's stopping and looking back for it, just get your head around. Find the ball. Find the ball.
So it was a free play.
Took a shot, and I understand taking the shot on that regardless.
So Quinte getting something going here, Coach.
That's when I was kind of, Hamilton feels like the better team so far. However, you only got 7 points on it. So you gotta get some momentum going and get some things right.
Venditti in the backfield. We're going to give this to Venditti. Venditti trying to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think he's going to lose about a single yard here. 2nd down, Quinte.
Yeah, number 90, number 41 in there. Good job of number 1 putting that back in. Yeah, number 90. He absolutely trucks this kid. No gain on the play. Oh, no, they're going to give him a gain about 2. That's a generous spot, I thought.
Yeah, I don't know my geometry too well here, Coach, but I thought he was well behind the line. But here we go, 2nd and 8. Quinte getting ready here, 3-by-2 with that, or 3-by-1 with that wing to the boundary side. And Venditti still in the backfield.
Showing pressure.
Two men in motion. Burris having a look, and it's picked off by number 20. That is Clay Hoeksma of your Hamilton Hurricanes. First down, Hamilton.
So he read this right away. They're showing pressure. This time they drop out of it, and he just sees the zone he's supposed to respond to, follows the eyes of the quarterback. The quarterback usually takes you to the ball. Follow the eyes, and great job.
Getting the hole, catch the ball.
Maintain possession. And they got the stop.
Yeah.
Okay? With the game feeling like it is, now I want to see it drive together for Hamilton. I want to see them put some first downs together. Let's maybe get in a field goal range. I'd love to see 3 points. I'd love to see 7. But I want to get some first downs here. Let's reestablish the dominance that we're showing in this game.
Yeah, and same look. Atwell again. He's going to give this one to, I think Sideris might be in the back in the game. Or was it Maraca? Hustle.
There you
go.
go.
That. So, I mean, Sideris is probably actually still out because he was pretty shaken up in that last series.
Yeah.
So Hustle moves into the backfield. Yep, Sideris down on the sideline on one knee. Obviously, nice to know he's not in a tent or back in the change room, so might just be chilling for the rest of the half, potentially the rest of the game. We'll get information on that afterwards, but happy to see him unhurt. But we do have another trainer on the field right now for the Quinte Skyhawks.
Yeah, it was the Quinte gentleman that I think who made the tackle. think he took the worst of that. Good hard run by Hustle. And again, gain of 8. Again, that first down run, you've had a lot of success with it, 8 yards. You've got the playbook wide open here. But let's get something short. Let's get an easy completion. Maybe run some hooks. Maybe run like a quick slant. Maybe run a step off or something like that.
Yep.
Now, these DBs, I will say for Quinte, they're very long. They look very athletic, and they can hit. So they're coaching them right up there in Peterborough. But you got to come down and you got to finish that. You got to finish this drive here. I'd like to see something quick. Get the ball out of his hand. Maybe give Luka Jones a chance to make a play or two here, make a guy miss, and really get this ball going here.
Yeah, and I mean, you just came off 30 yards and penalties to get that nice pick.
Yep.
It's a beautiful turning point for you in the second quarter here. As we get back to work with 6:34 on the clock, similar look that we've been seeing all day.
Now, Jones is up top on the far side of the field, number 11. I'm trying to get the ball to him.
Well, and an odd snap here, and if my eyes
What?
are, I don't see Atwell on the field
No.
right now. But
16?
so I did see 16, who is not listed here as a quarterback, but that's Jacob Horncastle. So I don't know if they were going into like some sort of wildcat 3-man backfield. If we could maybe see the replay one more time. I'm sitting here trying to figure. Okay, it's near the end. Interesting look. So 3rd and
403.
long. Yeah. 3rd in the mountain. No, wrong way. That's that way.
Oh, that's right. Mountain's right
So
there.
Nold, do we punt? What do you think here, Coach?
Yeah,
Are we punt
yeah.
this, or are we giving 2?
No, Quinte really hasn't shown much on
He's
offense.
got the
that
win,
I'm
too.
afraid of. So I want to get this ball to midfield at least here.
Yep. Okay. Nold, snap's good.
Good
Nice.
high punt. Tracking all the way back, and you got a Hamilton bounce all the way inside the 20-yard line to about the 21.
And that's
And then great coverage downfield
yeah.
by the Hurricanes. Talk about flip the field. Takes it all the way to the 27-yard line.
Cooper
That's
Mann
like
on
a
the return.
60, 70-yard punt.
You
You know,
might-
that's going to be great on the stats.
Absolutely. A lot of big booming punts from Tyler Nold, and certainly an asset on this team.
Yes,
We love kickers around here at
Oh.
Canes TV.
absolutely. We love kickers. And the rule is, so for those of you who don't know, and most of you wouldn't, Coach Ron was a kicker back in the day. So Coach Ron loves his kickers. And the rule is you got to get a 30-yard field goal. And it can't be inside of that. It can't be one of those chip shots. But then we got something special for you later on, because kickers are absolutely football players. And if you don't have a kicker in the Canadian game, you ain't got much.
Here we go, 2x2 with that wing look motion across the front here. We're going to give that in a little jet. And we are going to make a couple of men miss, and we might be off to the races. One guy to save this is 21 for the Hamilton Hurricanes. Man makes a cut, is in trail. Oh, wow, 32 of the Hamilton Hurricanes comes flying in. Sean hustling down the field. Hustle saves this one. We got a flag at the point of the contact as well, which might have just been a late hit.
I think it's a hand across the face, or again that dare we say that composure.
Wow, should have been right there, but we were looking at the grass trying to make a tackle.
Yeah, had a couple guys had a chance. This is a really good job of keeping your guy alive. 32 all the way across. Yeah, it's at the end there. I think it was the last little grab of the face mask.
So does that basically just put it, from the
at
point?
the 1?
So it'll put it at the 1. So here comes the your Rhino, your truck, your whatever you want to call it package. So we can we'll see what Quinte's going to bring up here.
But we're just thinking the praises of, wow, talk about flip the field.
Yeah.
Talk about flipping it right back.
Yeah, they just basically go right back.
Oh no, this
And some.
is going against Quinte.
So from the point of the foul?
And this is a big one. So this looks like an ejection foul. That's a 20-yarder.
Yeah.
That's an ejection foul.
So do we have the White Hat's down talking to the Quinte sideline right now, who looked noticeably upset.
Personal foul.
Wow. So back it up. So OC.
Well, they
Or-
just called it as a personal foul, which would have been a 15-yarder. Unless they're saying he stepped out of bounds earlier.
I thought it was at the 5, which
It
if we're
was at the
that's
5, but
that's a 25-yard.
But that's an ejection
Yeah.
foul. So I don't. Yeah. There's somebody
Yeah.
out with his helmet off storming. So
Yep. Okay. And we're back. So same look, that 3-by-1. Wing to the field. We might have an offside here. Nope. We're going to give this to 21 of the Quinte Skyhawks, who's brought down a couple yards later. So on the carry is Hayden Boyer.
So good. What you're doing is you're showing that power look inside with those double guys coming in. And what you're doing off that, you're kicking out an extra lineman. So you're pulling the lineman down, and he's just following the crease. If you're running that 3-man front, this is what the 3-man front does for you.
Yeah.
Hamilton, you had a lot of success with the pressure. Maybe they're dialing it back up again by the looks of it.
Yeah. So here it comes. Aburis. Going to keep it. No, he's going to get back down right away. That's Kyle Courts, number 90.
Man.
Good job.
Big man goes and makes a play. Good job. Now, I get the enthusiasm and everything. This game is far from over. We shouldn't be celebrating like this.
Yeah, it's a one-score game right now. But nice job from the D-line. Has been the tail of this defense right now, is that the pressure, and like we said, keep the pressure coming. Early on in the game, that was, getting the offense back on the field. We go back to a nice pressure look, 6-man pressure, shutting the thing down.
That was a defensive tackle that absolutely ate him up there.
Oh, yeah.
So we got a guy coming off there for blood, so he does have 2 minutes.
Okay.
They're looking at him for blood, but they're going to substitute him out.
So 36, Hayden Paul.
Yeah, on the arm is where I saw them pointing at him right there. So they could have given him 2 minutes.
We are setting up for a field goal, Mr. Forwarda.
No. Home team. It's a home team call.
Oh, I got you. But this is going to be
34-yard field goal attempt.
Teagan good with the attempt.
Left-footed kicker. Snap is down. Lays out for it, but the kick is good.
All right, so 7-3.
Number 2 absolutely tried to lay out for this. Coming off the edge, untouched. This, boy, oh boy, that was almost blocked there by number 2. Is that Hicks?
Yeah, Hicks is number 2 for Hamilton, correct?
Hicks is playing a lot of defense today.
Yeah, he's a bit of a Swiss Army knife, I believe, here in the Hammer.
But Hamilton elects to take the ball at the 35-yard line.
So now those, if I've got my numbers right, no, check that. No, never mind. I was going to say those might be some of the first points that Quinte has scored in a while.
Well, they played GTA
Yeah,
2
they
weeks
did win.
ago,
Yeah,
and
they did win against GTA. So
Yeah.
my thought was a little sideways here, Coach. But 3:21 in the second quarter here. Just joining us. Welcome to OFC TV, carried on the ISI Live Network. You've got the Canes TV crew here, Tim Hortons Field, Adam Melrose, and the coach Ron Forwarda on the call. Atwall back at the helm. 2 men in motion. We're going to give this one to Siderius back in the game. Nice to see him. 5-6 yards to get on that first down. Keep it going on the ground, Coach.
I want to keep it. I want to run it on second down again here. I want to get some rhythm going. Like I kind of talked about that at the start of the game. I want to get some rhythm. I want to get some stuff going there. I want to get some consistency. Put some things down there that's going good. And Hamilton's had a lot of good things going for them today. It's just I want to see that finish. I want to see an extended drive here.
Absolutely. So we're going to give this one to
23.
Ben Hustle on the ground for a first down.
Yeah.
Why not? 5-6 yards. Let's do it.
That's more like a gain of 8 on that one. He got that way beyond the first down marker. So all the way up to the 48-yard line. So again, it's just 2:46. Hamilton's got 1 timeout. Quinte does have 2, as that was the 3-minute warning there as well, Adam.
Yeah, a late man flying off the field, and we're getting a timeout, I believe, here from Quinte.
Yeah, Quinte's going to call the timeout here with 2:37 left to go in the half. Hamilton first down. Adam, talk defense. Your defensive backs have really been your leading tacklers, which is never a great stat.
You're right.
In a game. But what do you got to do here to kind of slow this run game down? Because Hamilton's kind of have their way with it on the ground so far.
Right, and you're getting a 40 front from Quinte, and
Yeah.
you know, I'd hate to see them kind of waste a DB by bringing in a 5-man front, but we've got to start adjusting to that fullback lead. You know, like
Yep.
it's there's simple reads to be made, and I think it's really about, you know, the biggest challenge you get with defensive linemen is, you know, we explain to them, like, listen, man, you're a pawn in this game most times. We just need you to occupy a gap, and if it comes to your gap, make the tackle. But what you end up with D linemen every once in a while is they want to be heroes, and they get to their gap, and they go, all right, I'm here, and they get into the backfield, leaving their gap unattended because the linebacker behind him is not a two-gap guy, right? He's got his gap beside him. So this is about maybe, you know, if I'm making adjustments right now, I'm going to play my linebackers tighter to the line. I'm going to make sure that we fill first, and we just have to play run first.
Scrape down the line
100%.
rather than gaining depth. You want to just scrape down and maintain composure in that.
Everybody's going for that kill shot. Everybody's trying to get in the backfield. As Sideris makes a little spin move to get to the outside, and he's still on his feet.
Wow.
Finally gets stopped here. I think they're just going to get him back to forward progression was basically the line of scrimmage.
Yeah,
you know?
but again, 4 or 5 guys with contact on him. He just
Spin move.
keeps churning his
Spin move.
legs.
Spin move again, spamming the X button here, or whatever console you're on. So they did, I was going to say they were moving the marker, but he did gain or get back.
Yeah, he got back to the line of scrimmage, so 2nd down and 10. Quinte was ready for the run on that time. See what Hamilton's got dialed up here. And I want to get the ball into Luka Jones' hands as much as I possibly can here.
Yeah, we had a nice connection to him earlier here.
Oh,
We tried in double coverage. Just off the fingertips. So 3rd and 10, and here comes the punt crew for Hamilton again. So I like the run game here, Coach. Obviously, you know, we try it with Siderius again, and, you know, spin move, spin move, spin move. We're back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, something that we haven't seen them run today that they had a lot of success with in London is that double wing counter.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, where you're showing all the motion to the right, but you've got that jab step in the backfield, and then you've got your 2 linemen pulling around and wrapping. Like me, you haven't seen much counter action. Now, they've had a lot of success just basically going right at them as well. So.
Yep, Nold ready to go. We've got number 1 and number 3, Venditti and Van Dyke for the Quinte Skyhawks. Time count, Canes, so they'll back that up, and we're going to punt this regardless. And we've still got Van Dyke and Venditti in the backfield. So 2:09 left in the 2nd quarter. Obviously, we'll get our kind of thoughts on the first half here, Coach, before we go into the break. But let's just see what Nold's got on the foot and see if he can get down and get involved in another tackle. It's great seeing the man move downfield. Here we go. Snap bounces off the deck. And no, Nold's a fake. We're just going to throw this. And we got our man downfield, and we got a first down out of it, Coach. Wow.
There you go. Got me out of my chair. All right. Who's that, number 97 with the reception?
I missed the number because it was so.
I think it's 97.
No, it's a 6. See if we
No,
get
97 was on the other end of
97
that.
was helping, yeah. 26.
26.
26. So
Oh,
that's
hustle, isn't it?
Stenos.
Oh,
Yeah,
Stenos.
yeah.
Hey, there you go. Chico made a play.
So first down from the 49 and a half here, Coach, or 49. And I'm going to say it again. Let's run the rock here, baby. Right? We got Siderius. We've got Maraca healthy. You've got the Pereira who's ready to go. You got Jones up top. Atwell's having a look. He's got Pereira in his sights. Just tipped off the DB's hand, number 23.
So you've got a lot of action going on down there right now.
We got a helmet off down there, too, that just got thrown from 2 players.
Yeah, so you're going to have multiple fouls here against both teams, I believe. Here's your second one of the day. Guys, you got to maintain your composure.
Shot.
I can't stress it enough. It's great to play with enthusiasm. It's great to play with energy and stuff like that, but you can't be making stupid penalties. You can't be taking those kind of things. So,
I know. We were so occupied downfield that obviously we were probably getting some pass set back here and a little bit of love happening between the 2 lines. But this ball is going to be marched back. 2 against the Canes.
Yeah, so you had unsportsmanlike, and then you had unsportsmanlike again with somebody taking his helmet and deciding to use it as a shot put.
Unsportsmanlike squared. Okay, so second. This is another second in the 4:03 situation. More accurately, 2nd and 27. Atwell having a look to the field side, rolling out.
And his
He's
man
got
fell
his man
down.
on the ground, but Horncastle almost pulls this one in, tips it for 4. Kelvin Liu, and can't make that one happen. So, yeah, a long 3rd and 27.
There's still way too much talking happening out
Yeah.
there right now.
For the way the score is. What do you got in your playbook here, Coach, for a 3rd and 27?
Punt.
You're right.
That's what I got. I had punt last time. The problem is you've used up your fake.
Right. I liked it though. I
Oh,
didn't
I
expect
loved
it.
it.
And I was about to say, like, well, I wonder if they're gonna, if they're gonna run a fake. You're going to a football game. There's certain things you hear as soon as somebody goes into punt, and there's always the 3 dads that are like, "Watch the fake," and I didn't want to be that guy, but here we are when it was actually a fake. You're going to get the watch the fake dads, and you're going to get the holding parents.
Yeah,
who
there's
definitely are
holding
the
on every play.
those are the
I got
D-line
news
parents.
for you.
Those are the D-line kid parents. All right, so Nold is going to punt this one. Beautiful punt downfield. Van Dyke and Venditti. Looks like Venditti's going to field it. No, it'll be Van Dyke. Van Dyke's going to take it to the near sideline, get it up to about the 33-yard line. That'll be first down, Quinte.
Good coverage downfield by Sinos, and I missed the number on the far side. He does a good job of tracking that, getting off your block, following it all the way down.
Yeah, it's 26 again,
Yep,
right? So
Sinos,
Sinos, and I think,
Sinos is having himself a good day. I'm not going to say that to his face. 'cause
and I
it'll go
think
to
we
his
had
head.
Alex Stocco, 34, was in on
Yeah,
that tackle
okay.
too. So nice job. So $1:20 on the clock here before the halftime break. 7-3 for your Hamilton Hurricanes. Thanks again for joining us here on Canes TV, live from Tim Hortons Field. Quinte back on offense, and we'll see what they're going to put together here for what should be probably the last drive of the game, or the half. Same look, 2x2, wing to the field this time.
Quarterback's back in.
Okay, so we've got QB1 back in the mix. So Camerota back in the mix. We get the jet motion across. We're going to give this ball to, I believe, Venditti with a flag in the backfield, and it's going to be holding on the O-line.
It was a tackle on the old line, not a hold more than anything.
Let's see it here, Coach.
I believe it's going to be right in the middle of the screen against the defensive tackle. Yeah, right there.
Man down, too. Oh, no, he gets back up.
Yeah, but it's a holding call against. They're calling that against Hamilton.
A cut? All right, well, first, let's move the chains then. So
I
don't see it.
no.
I'm going to play Homer. I'm going to play Homer hard here. I didn't see it.
No, I absolutely
Yeah.
I did not see that at all.
But, hey, you know what? The gentleman in the white and black stripes did. And, you know, we do have full respect for the Ontario officials here.
The guy in the white hat has the final say. It doesn't matter
100%.
what we say from like
He don't care what we say either, Coach.
50 feet up in the air right now. Good half, but I for both these teams, you know, Hamilton, I want to see some finish. You know, I kind of said that at the start, you know, and I'm going to keep saying it until we see it. You know, they had a big run and then a big shot play on almost like a broken play there, got behind them. And other than that, Quinte has held their own on defense.
Yeah. So we're still talking. Looks like we're finally going to get things rolling back here. And actually, the young referee that's down talking to the center right now, I believe it's the kid out of London, who is really climbing the ranks in the Ontario official side of things. And he was out doing the Football Canada games in Alberta. I think he was out on the East Coast as well. So nice to see the young refs coming in. You know, we talked about this yesterday too in the Beefeaters GTA game. Is, you know, without the guys in the stripes, we're not allowed to play these games. You know, or everything would be an exhibition game. So if you are interested in getting involved, Ontario Officials has all sorts of social media presence. There's a website, and you can do your level 1 referee course in a Zoom call. That gives you, you know, your ability to go out and be part of the stick crew. You could be a linesman, and you could learn the game. You could stay involved in the game. If you ever played, or even if you never have, if you're just an armchair quarterback and want to get involved, it's the best seat in the house. You're down on the field, and usually get a little, couple of bucks for your effort as well too. So here we go, 2x2 wing to the field. We're going to give this one to Venditti, who's going to get basically back to the line of scrimmage. Does it bring up second down?
Yeah,
They're going to mark it
32
at a 1.
32 again with the stop there for the Canes. He's had
Hustle.
himself a whale of a half.
We like the hustle out of that hustle kid for sure.
So
Second
again,
and 9.
Hustle's playing that safety position. He's coming way downhill to make that. Might have been 36 on the tackle, actually, Adam. I think I was mistaken.
So 36 will be Hayden Paul,
Yeah,
which would
The
be
linebacker. That would make more sense. Just how they're lined up.
same look for Quinte. Snaps up. We're going to drop back a couple. Camerota having a look downfield. He's got his man number 19 on the reception. That's Isaiah Lockwood.
Yeah, good job. Just find that soft spot in the zone. Present yourself. Easy completion, and a good job for the first down.
Yeah. Nice composure in this drive that Quinte's putting together. Camerota, maybe that's the difference, right? He's just he's the number 1. These are his guys. They've got the time. And Camerota looks like he's just going to keep this. Runs into his own man.
He's not inside the. No,
Throws
this is
it.
intentional grounding, ref. He was not outside the tackle box.
I was going to say, yeah, and he threw it to his buddy on the sidelines here, number 67. Not on the field, Tyrese Gerald.
Well, I guess they're saying that he was outside the tackle box. Good, smart heads-up play there, but
Well,
I kind of disagree.
we get a lot of folks from the U.S. watching our streams who don't understand some of these rules, and it's different here in Canada than it is in the U.S., correct? So what do we need to know here, Coach?
The non-intentional grounding is pretty similar to the college game in the U.S., where it's just got to get to the line of scrimmage or just beyond, and then you can throw it up into the bleachers up here. You know, if someone's making that throw. Good
like
on
the
them.
guy in the Skyjack yesterday who caught it in the end zone.
Yep.
Camerota doesn't see anything downfield. Is going to keep it for himself. Just gets out of bounds. That might be just short of the first, if not right at the first.
They're gonna mark him about a yard short, about the 39-yard line here.
So
It's going to be 2 yards short. My apology.
So 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2 here for the
27.
Skyhawks. And now we see the difference in the quarterback. You know,
Yeah.
the young man wasn't escaping those, and Camarella's got a chance to get out there and make a play once he gets beyond that first line of pressure.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if you're QB1, you're usually getting the most amount of snaps of practice. You got the timing with your guys. Burris came in and did his best, but you could definitely see a difference in the Quinte offense now that Camarota's back at the helm. So, going to give this one to Venditti. Venditti up the middle. First down, keeps his legs pumping. Does get swallowed up by the Canes, but not before
Quinte's
getting
moving the
first
ball
down.
again. Again, let's tighten up on that defense. This is well within the field goal range. We've seen there with 21 seconds left to go. And someone's called timeout.
I'm assuming it might have been Quinte because they were the
I
ones
think
to
so.
run the water out first. So, I mean, you got 21 seconds here. You're at the 30. You got time for probably 2 plays in a field goal attempt here if you don't get the thing in. So, or is that's our last timeout?
Yeah, that's their last timeout there. London, Hamilton still has 1 left. You know, so I think what you're going to see is and again, it stops within the last 2 minutes to reset the sticks.
Right.
So if you get the first down, you're going to have a chance to get down there. I want to get kind of that zone wraparound that they've had some success and find a little bit of room. Probably around the 15-yard line, maybe deliver a strike.
Yeah. Well, I just realized this too is I'm curious when they're going to change the score clock here from Ottawa to Quinte. For the away. I'm looking at this going, what were the Red Blacks just here against? That's just the scoreboard. Doesn't matter. 7-3 here with 21 seconds left. 1st and 10 for the Quinte Skyhawks at the Hamilton 30. 2 guys in motion. Camerota having a look to the field side. He's got his man Van Dyke, who gets the ball down to about the 19-yard line. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd down and about 1 here. They're marking them the first down. So they're going to give them beyond the first. That's a good spot. So first down for the Skyhawks, 15 seconds left. So yeah, you got at least 2 more plays in you right now. See, now you can take a shot to the end zone or something else like that. 3 to the field, 1 to the boundary.
4 to the field.
Okay, they're lined up offside.
Yeah. So Camarota's going to roll out to the field side where he did have 4 targets down. He's got his man quick on the side. Now, he was out of bounds anyways. That's incomplete.
Yeah.
Trying to hit.
Your left tackle is lined up a half a yard behind the line of scrimmage there. he is so offside. It's not even funny.
Yeah.
He's got to move up. I'm sorry, that's ridiculous.
So procedure, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had a few choice conversations with some referees over the way tackles specifically have been lined up. And
So it looks like the field goal unit was just brought on here.
okay, so we did see one earlier from Tegan Good, hit about a 34-yarder for Quinte earlier in this quarter. And we've got our man 86 back in case it goes wide. That's Aiden Gago.
So, 32-yard attempt here
So
from the left hash, left-footed kicker. This is a tough kick for him.
there we go.
It's
Oh, and
blocked!
it's blocked. Number 40 might get his hands on this one. Yes, he does.
He's got a
Trucking
chance
down
here.
the field.
And he optioned
Matthew McIntosh.
He optioned it out.
Let's
This
go.
has got a chance to
This one's
go.
going house. Oh, it's off it. Touchdown, Canes.
Oh, my play.
Jeremy Hicks after the option to the house. What a way to finish the quarter, Ron.
What a heads-up play. Oh, my goodness. Love me some option football. Always have. Gets on the ball. He's going to get tackled.
Hicks is with him.
There's the
Yes,
pitch.
sir.
And now you've got some blockers out front.
You got boys. Yep.
Oh,
I-
wow.
Unreal.
Huge play for the Hurricanes. That is a 10-point swing on the scoreboard there, Adam.
I mean, lost for words for a second here, Coach. 13-3, we're lining up for a PAT. What an unreal way to, anytime you get a big play right before halftime, that just carries into the halftime speech.
It
Yeah,
sucks
come back
the
out.
energy out of the team that it had it happen to, and it rejuvenates you
Yeah.
for the team that does it. But again, I want to see more of these drives going. It's been on a broken play and a special teams play. Let's get some stuff going on offense here in the second half. Snap
All
is
right.
down, the kick is away, and it
Beautiful.
is good.
And that one's into the beer garden.
There you go.
Right into there. So 14-3. What an unreal way here on Canes TV to end the first half of this game. Let's have a look at what got us to the halftime here. So, first quarter, nice pass to Kevin Liu, touchdown with the PAT 7-0. We flip into the second quarter here, Ron. We get that 34-yard completion field goal from Tegan, right? 3 points on the board for Quinte. And then, obviously, we had a couple of big back-and-forth 60-yard kind of flips on both sides of the field. But then what you just saw before the half, blocked field goal. It was number 40, which is Matthew McIntosh. Options it out to Jeremy Hicks. Hicks to the house. PAT's good for 14-3 heading into the half. Ron, thoughts on the first half before we go to break here?
Well,
sir?
there's been a lot of positives out there for both these teams. They've both kind of established a little bit of identity. I want to see more of this in the second half. I want to see a continuation of those drives. You've had big play after big play. It's which team can weather the blows, as we just see as they're leaving there. The Quinte bench is really, really upset with the officials.
Yeah.
And the coaches came all the way over to have a talk with them, and they're still talking with the officials. So they didn't like something that was going on.
Yep.
So now, Hamilton, let's go out there. Let's reestablish. It's 0-0. Even though you got your lead, you got all the momentum, all the energy in the world going for you. You got to finish some of these drives, though. I can't stress it enough.
Absolutely. Well, hey, Adam Melrose and the coach Ron Ferwarda coming to you from the concourse level at Tim Hortons Field. We'll be back in about 14 minutes. We hope you're enjoying every minute of Canes TV. Welcome back to the second half of this Quinte at Hamilton Hurricanes match. It's a 14-3 game if you're just joining us here on cjfl.web.app. It's OFC TV powered by ISI Live. And you got myself, Adam Melrose, and the coach, Ron Ferwerda, on the color commentary today. And Ron, real exciting end to the first half.
Yeah, just a huge play. Momentum shifting, momentum changing play. Quinte was lining up for the field goal. The field goal was blocked by, I believe it was number 40 for Hamilton. It's picked up, it's returned. They option pitch it to number 2, Jeremy Hicks.
Here it is. We've got it. Actually, thank you, producer Stephanie, for bringing this up. Yeah.
So right there,
so
pitches it out.
Matthews has it.
Yeah.
Or McIntosh, sorry.
And then here it's Hicks. You don't run with the ball like that, son. Not
Low
salt
and
and pepper
loose.
Shakers. That makes me very, very anxious when I see that.
Absolutely. So the visiting Quinte Skyhawks. Finish your thought, Coach.
Now, I would just say what we kind of talked about a little bit there. Quinte's bench was having a conversation with the entire officiating crew about something. So something happened that they didn't like. I don't know if they say he lined up wrong or something, but something happened that really, really upset the Quinte bench. And for 5 minutes after the half, they were talking to them. So let's see what happens out of that. And again, a few other things. I'd like to see that Quinte that left tackle really move up.
Yes.
Because he's procedure every play in my mind. So
Yeah, absolutely. And great camera shots from camera guy Addis down field level today. Getting some awesome shots of your Canes on the sidelines. And you know what? It's been a tough road for the Hamilton Hurricanes coming into this game 0-4. Looking for that first W, that number 1 in that column. And it's about staying composed for the whole second half here, maintaining your lead right now. You have an 11-point lead. It's about just going back out. Can we run the rock? Can we truck down the field? And can we just come out like we did in the first quarter, right? And let's settle down on the laundry. And if we could do that, I think Hamilton 100% comes out with a win. Of course, we want to see that here on Canes TV. And what are we seeing?
So there's a penalty being marked off from the half, at the end of the half.
Okay.
Because they're kicking the ball from midfield.
So a 10-yard something happened at the end of the first half. I don't remember seeing any flags on the Hicks touchdown.
Well, there were a lot of people talking.
Right. Could have
There
been
were a lot of people talking.
What's a bench
there.
penalty? 10?
15.
15. So, all right.
I remember that from a Friday night game against Cambridge a couple of years ago.
You wouldn't have said anything, Coach. That's a lie. All right, so this ball's going to be fielded and returned by number 8, who's wide open. He's got one man to beat right now, but in trail is 84 of the Hamilton Hurricanes. To shut this down, that's Matt Gormley. Takes number 8, and that's going to be Evan McAllister of the Quinte Skyhawks up to about, the 45-yard line here, Coach?
Yeah, all the way to the they're
marking
mark
it.
them out.
So 23 is
47.
walking it, but 32's marked it over here. So maybe he's just taking it back to the midfield. Okay. So 47?
It looked like our guy just didn't quite get the kick on that either, unfortunately. So I don't know what happened there.
Well, and he had the win at his back. So, check that.
They're marching back again. No, okay.
Okay.
So we're all set.
We're
First down, Skyhawks
We're
at the
scrimmaging
47.
from the 48, 47,
48.
wherever the feet are. All right. So, again, if you're just joining us, Adam Melrose and Ron Ferwerda on the call. It's a 14-3 game here at the Hammer, Tim Hortons Field. We got the visiting Quinte Skyhawks about to go back to work. Camerota back in at quarterback as well here, Coach 2. If you didn't see the first half, was down for a little while, came back in the game, and Quinte seemed to have a few things going. He's looking field side. That pass is knocked down by number 90, Kyle Courts, who we called his name a few times in the first half for big plays, and he's keeping them coming. It's a great job.
Again, that time there's no extra man added.
Just sees it.
Someone coming right off the edge. Now, they're trying to hit that outlet pass to that jet coming out of the backfield. So, because nobody tracked over on that, and a good job of getting your hands up and knocking that down, because if he catches that, nobody was there, and he could have been off to the races there.
All right. So similar look we saw from them. So nothing drastic on the adjustments here, too. We're still 2x2 with that wing to the field side, who seems to be flipping regularly through the game. Two guys in motion. Camarota has a man. It's almost picked off again. Great
Hicks again.
coverage from Jeremy Hicks coming from the half and just getting his hands on it. I mean, he's smelling that ball again here. Coach wanted to take it down. So Gago and Siderius will be back to return this punt as Quinte flips on the special teams unit.
So again, we've seen Quinte line up with a man on side a number of times today. Let's see if they come back and do something with that. You know, Hamilton's got on that bad snap they had there. They were able to get that big play to Sinos on there. This time they do not line up with a man on side. So that's interesting. So something that we got to be looking at.
Well, and are we okay? So Gago's coming off.
Siderius coming off 88.
No, okay, yeah, that's odd. And then Hicks went back to return this ball. So late adjustment, but Gago's gonna get this one. Fall down pretty much.
There's a heads-up play. Diving on that ball. That's going to be a 5 free yards.
Yes. Well, that's much better than it just bouncing off the boards.
Yep.
So Atwell back to work here for the Canes. 1st and 10 from the 25.
From the 25-yard
after they make the
line.
5-yard adjustment. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Ball's in the middle of the field, 25-yard line. First down, Hurricanes. Let's see if they can get back. Not to beat a dead horse, but I want to see a drive. I want to see a really good drive. I want to see 3 or 4 first downs. I want to get that momentum going back again.
Yeah, absolutely.
I want to see this.
We're going to see Siderius trucking the ball. This is what I'm loving. And look at the feet. Pumping.
Look at
Got
that.
another 4 yards. Could have been down. Don't stop your feet. Great work, Siderius. Move the chains. First down. Canes.
Yeah, this is, I want to see them run the ball with authority and run it violently downhill. And that's exactly what this young man does. Again, this is a receiver that's getting his first reps at running back this year or today. So again, really, really good job by Hamilton. Let's get another drive. Let's get another first down.
Absolutely. When we're going to give this one to, I believe, Maraca, who's going to get himself about 3 or 4 yards here too.
Yeah, they're going to give him about 4 yards looking at the spot, literally right in front of where I'm standing there. So again, that inside handoff, they're trying to hit that under. Good lead block on that. Gain of about 4, 2nd down and 6 here.
Yeah. A little slow out of the huddle here. Maybe just something new that we're trying to just double check, or somebody had a question.
This is a brand new offense they're trying to install this week as well. Right. So there have been a few hiccups along the way.
2 men in motion. Atwell is going to find Siderius on the little slant here, Coach. And maybe just enough?
Where they're marking the spot, it's going to be, first down.
Nice.
So again, that's 2 first downs. Let's keep it going. I want to see another one. I want to see another one. Let's see 2 or 3. I want to see another 2 more first downs here. Before you take your shot, I want to establish something.
Yeah, and obviously, got to see Maraca. Got to see, as the PA announcer just waking up the crowd here. Atwell's going to give this one back to Siderius. Siderius got to tuck that ball, son. And he's going to get himself about 8 yards on that carry.
8 or 9 yards, yeah.
I like it.
He's really running with authority. He's running downhill with power. He's not hesitating at all.
Yeah.
Just taking it and going with it. I love it. I love that he's doing this.
So 23's checking in. That's Hustle, who's listed as RB2.
Yeah.
And we'll see Siderius getting a little break, so makes sense. Now Hustle with the fresh legs, and we're going to see him truck.
I want to see the first down. I want to see them get the first down. That's the most important thing.
Yeah. So give it to Maraca. Maraca's got the first down. And some coach. He's got 2 men to beat. He slips out of it. 7's on him. 9 comes over to tackle him.
15 yards after contact. 15 yards after contact. This is what we weren't seeing in the first couple games that we saw with Hamilton. They're really running the ball well with authority in there. And I really like this is what you're looking for. Come out and establish some rhythm on offense. Run the ball. Get your identity really going in here.
You had Calvert and Dowdle trying to bring him down, but the train was a moving here, Coach. So still, Ben Hustle Moraka in the backfield. Atwell's going to give this to Moraka. Moraka spins off the first man, maybe gets back, and we've got 3 flags.
You had
in
too many men for the Skyhawks.
And that's going to hurt.
You had too many men for Quinte. You know, when every judge in the back throws the flag, they all do the count. We already seen one guy come off. 5-yard penalty, first down repeated.
Yeah.
Actually, it would have been half the distance.
Yeah, it's at
where it was, because it was at the 7. Now they're marking it about the 3.5. So first down and goal for our Hamilton Hurricanes, and they're knocking on the door here.
Let's do it. You know, it's got to feel good. You know, we've got a 2-point game right now. Let's just extend that. Atwell has the ball. He's looking boundary. Might just keep this for himself. Just go.
Run it.
Just go, baby.
Run it.
Maybe the 1-yard line. Looks like he's just trying to stretch his hand in here, Coach, but he might have been out of bounds.
Don't do that. Don't do that. But look, everyone's covered. Okay.
Did we get it? Did we get the pylon cam here? Oh yeah, it was too late.
Yeah.
It was too late. Great shot here from cameraman Addis down on the pylon.
Producer Stephanie doing a great job as always.
She gets better every game.
I
know
where my bread is buttered.
All right, here we go. Moraka. Here we go. Atwell's just going to fall. Oh, the ball's out, though. No way.
He fumbled the ball on the 1-yard line, recovered by Quinte. First down, Skyhawks. Wow.
That hurts. There's a flag on the far side, though.
There is a flag on the far side.
What is that for?
Usually if you're throwing it from there, that's an offside call.
Hold on. Hold the phone.
Everyone hold on. False start against Hamilton. Penalty declined.
Wow.
First down, Quinte.
Unfortunate for the Hamilton Hurricanes to see it.
This is going to be even worse. So he fumbled it out the 1. It was recovered in the end zone. That moves it all the way out to the 20. Double whammy.
Yeah. So, despite all of that happening, what I still liked, and the beautiful thing about this game, is 7 of the Quinte Skyhawks is on the ground. Donovan Calvert. Moraka, number 28, actually reaches in, opposing team, and helps the man up.
Yeah.
They dap each other up in the end zone and go, hey, man, let's just keep going, and that's love to see that after the play. All right, we need more of that than the yapping after the play here, Coach. So, here we go. Back to work. Camerota, sorry. And we're
3-by-2.
3-by-2 now. So we've lost the wing. Maybe trying to make something happen field side here. So little fake jet action. We're going to find number 8 out in the flats here, Coach. So we connect with Evan McAllister, and that should be enough for a first down. Yes, it is. Move the chains. First down, Quinte.
If you're playing off 15, 20 yards as a defensive back, I'm running the 7-yard hitch all game. That corner is paying them off 15 yards.
Yeah.
I'm running that 7-yard, that hook or slant or whatever you want to do there. I'm running this all game.
Yeah.
You can't be giving up 15 yards.
Yeah, 100%. And Ethan Everly's got to be lucky he didn't get a helmet tackle there, too.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Camerota. New guy in the backfield, number 21 for Quinte. Does find his man across the field. That's number 19, so connection to Lockwood. And
Hicks brought him down right away. Gain of about 2 or 3 on the play. Second down here for Quinte. And again, they're just trying to get it off. Pressure coming off the edge by Hamilton. They're going to give him a gain of 3. They're going to give him a gain of 4.
Yeah.
Second down, and we're going to call it 7 on our score clock here.
Boyer in the backfield, too, with Camerota, new running back here in the second half. So it'll be interesting to see how they use him. So 3-by-1, we got that wing look on the boundary side again.
Orbit, no one's picking it up.
And Camerona's just going to take this, get himself a couple of yards, slides forward for about 3.
You had 3 receivers over here, and you had 2 DBs. Somebody did not bump over when they saw that orbit motion. They actually have that rotation happening here.
Yeah.
The one corner stayed, the other one did not. The other one bailed inside and followed. So I think if you're playing that zone, you got to maintain your zone composure. If you're in man, then who's bumping over with the third man?
Yeah, and for a second here, I thought they were keeping the offense. They were just delayed in sending on the punt crew here, Coach. So we'll see Tegan Good come back out on the punt here, and back to return it is Jeremy Hicks now.
Yep.
And I think Siderius or Gago on the far side of the field. The numbers are just a little crunchy there.
I think
but
it's Gaggle on the other side of the field right now.
Yeah, because Siderius is a bit,
Yeah,
bit
he's on the
wider
bench.
shouldered, and he's hanging out here, having a chat with the fellas,
Onside
taking a
man.
break.
Onside man.
So 7
Actually,
is
technically
onside.
he's
Calvert,
not right now. Now he is.
he stayed. All right, this is going to Gago. Gago's got it. He's got
Straight
Jeremy
up.
Hicks out front, lead blocking for him. Hurdles a man and gets it up to about the 52, 53, depending on where they spot it. So Kane's back to work here, Coach.
Okay,
Now-
good return. That's what I like. Just don't dance around. Just take it, hit it upfield with speed and authority, and good things are going to happen. And again, don't like the little hop, but I understand it in this particular case.
Yep.
Man was
I
down
like the
there.
hurdle.
Yeah.
Right. So I love what Hamilton, with the exception of fumbling on the goal line, love what Hamilton did
Yeah.
in the last drive. You know what?
I'm going to come back out and do the exact same
Twas
thing
me,
again.
a little rinse and repeat, I think
Yep.
would make very good sense here, Coach.
Yeah, exactly. I want to come back out and I want to reestablish that run. Quinte's starting to
we go.
really creep up those
Atwell
linebackers.
Gonna give this to his man Pereira in the spin move, who gets brought down, gets up a 7-8 yard gain here. That's Marchesano, check that, coming from the far
Yeah,
side.
Marchesano on the orbit, or that laser motion coming across all the way from the wide side. Good job, good spin move. But again,
Yeah,
A to stay with it, number 37 for Quinte, the safety.
Yeah.
He's had himself a really good game.
absolutely.
Quinte's got some athletes on the back end of there. I just think they're a little bit small up front.
Marchesano also coming in as the lightest guy on the roster too, so hits like a truck, but like a $149, I think, soaking wet here. So we're gonna give this to Maraca. Maraca's gonna get the first down and keeps trucking for another 8 or 9 yards
Yeah,
past
and
the marker.
he really wanted that one. This is a really shoestring tackle at the very end there. Right there. He gets trampled up. If he doesn't get tackled, I think he's running into the back of the
good,
Cat end zone.
good, strong run. That's what
Yeah.
we like. That's what we want to keep seeing here from this offensive unit. And same guys, it looks like we might have Siderius back in at the
He
field
is.
side. He's going to go out. We're going to give this. No, we're going to give this to Marchesano. Marchesano
Okay,
makes
that's
a couple
not
guys
the
miss.
move that you want to
No.
do. You don't want to come back at it. What is he, like a $140?
Yeah, 147, I think, was what the sheet said. So we don't want to run the inside at that weight, sir. You had green pastures to the outside.
Now, they've had success running that orbit motion to the left. They've tried that a couple times to the right, haven't had quite the same success. So I don't know if it's a different player that's fighting off the block or what's going on. But the guy on our right now is holding up better with the defensive left there.
Yeah, absolutely. Atwell having a look to the boundary side. Nope, nothing there. Going to keep it up the middle. Makes it. Ooh, he's got one guy coming in. Tackled hard to the ground by number 9. That's going to be Dowdle of the Quinte Skyhawks. And here comes the Canes punt team.
Well, and again, a couple good runs, a couple first downs, but again, just no rhythm.
Yeah. Well, and I had eyes in the box here, but I'm assuming there was nothing downfield.
I
That's why
didn't
Atwell just
see
tucked
anything
it.
downfield either.
Yeah.
I was watching the quarterback. I like the decisiveness though of like, no, I'm gonna run now. Don't stay back there. Don't take unnecessary hits. Don't necessarily like the hit he took on the scramble there, but
Fair.
so be it.
Yep. So back to return this, we've got number 8 and number 3. That's McAllister and Van Dyke for the Quinte Skyhawks. And Nold ready to just slam
Good
this
kick.
one down. That's nice. Out of bounds.
Out of bounds about the 6-yard line.
And
Flag on the play.
was the flag for it going out of bounds, or was something else going on?
No, it's a punt, so there's no flag for that. So there's
Yeah.
something going on there.
Let's see if we catch it here. It was about on the hash is where the flag landed. So something just off the screen to the
Yeah.
right here. Mystery things going on.
Yeah, I'm trying to watch the white hat right now to see what it was. They're giving a really good spot though. No yards. Oh, they're saying it hit him.
Okay.
Okay, that's why that's why the ball was at the 10 too. Like, why are they spotting it up there? It went out at the 6.
Correct.
So that was what I was wondering about. It was really close to the sidelines there. So ball's going to come out to about the 15-yard line here. the 26-yard line. So first down for Quinte. Those are the little things. Just got to polish up some of this stuff.
Yeah. So Hamilton back in this 30 front too, with our man Courts here on the boundary side. So curious to see if they're just getting an extra man, maybe in pressure. Yes, they are. The blitz was coming, and we're going to connect with our guy Van Dyke and tackled by number 1 Justin Tiffany of the Canes defense.
So again, it's just that if you're playing 15 yards off, you're dropping to 15 right away. It's just a sit-down route. It's just, I'm just going to turn around at 8 yards, catch it, and he's still 5 yards off of them. So they're afraid of the deep pass, but when you're bringing pressure, you got to get home on that too. So couple things. Quinte's made a couple adjustments, keeping an extra blocker inside, and that's really held up well.
2x2, 2 men in motion. Camarota's looking to the boundary. He's got Van Dyke again. Van Dyke's at about the 45-yard line. That should bring up 2nd and 4.
Yeah, right at the 45-yard line. Just that speed out. It's so hard to cover in the Canadian game because you're tracking. That's the inside guy taking that all the way over. And you see, it's just so much ground for them to cover up.
So, same look for the offense. Camarota's got his man in the backfield. Looks like Van Dyke trying to get. Oh, we got a guy offside here that doesn't get called.
They didn't call it?
And there's a coach on the field, too, which even makes more sense.
Oh,
sure.
Man.
All right, 2 men in motion. Camarota looking field side. He's got his man number 14 or 19 here. Yep, 19. He's going to keep his feet moving. He's got the first down. I am blown away. Lockwood on the reception here, Coach. And we're right at center field.
Yeah, they didn't call the procedure call. And they're just running hooks with Hamilton playing off that they are. So good adjustment is like, look, if you guys are bailing to like 10 yards pre-snap, we're just going to turn around at 5 and we're going to make you miss.
Yeah.
And with them bringing the linebackers, it's really making that second level really exposed there.
Yeah, so with and you're getting decent pressure up the middle here, but yeah, you're right.
The ball's getting out.
We're playing too loose. Like we might have a mismatch, which is why we're not playing press on the bottom of your screen here. But 12's going to get the reception and a first down, so that's a completion to Meldichuk, and they're going to move
They're just spreading the ball around on them right now. They're just getting them manned at the point of attack.
Yeah.
So Hamilton is bailing on that. They've picked up on that.
We got a man down on the far side too.
That step off screen, you make that tackle. That's you're looking at 2nd down and 14. You miss that tackle. It's first down for Quinte.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not 100% on why we've been playing loose unless we think we've got one-on-one matchups that we can handle. But I haven't seen. Have we seen a real deep threat issue? No, it's the underneath stuff that's hurting us because we're playing so loose. So,
but again, if it's burned in your brain that ball's been going over your head all year, it's kind of hard to get out of that mindset.
True enough. So it's one of those things. Coming into games, we always want to say to our kids, let's act like we've been here. Now, in the case of the 24 season, we haven't been here. And it's really about keeping your nerves in check. And as Coach Barry Emo is across the field checking on his guy who does appear to be getting up on his own accord here. So that's Matthew McIntosh, part of the blocked field goal option to Jeremy Hicks earlier. Big man, and just taking his time across the field right now. No rush. We get the water.
Gingerly.
Yeah, water's in for the kids. Refs get a little bit of water as well too. Saw the refs chatting right now. I'm curious if they were asking why we didn't call a procedure call. But moving on here, Coach.
That one's baffling to me because he looked right at him and he went, no. I was like, yeah, he did.
So here we go. 56 seconds left in this third quarter in a 14-3 matchup for your Hamilton Hurricanes live here on Canes TV. McIntosh just making his way off the field, and they'll whistled it back in, and Quinte's going back to work here. Same look we've been seeing offensively, a little bit of jet motion. Nope, we're going to pull this one, have a look across, little screen. Gets it to number 1, who's loose. He's got one or two guys who could stop this. Nope, house call, Quinte, touchdown, Venditti on the screen, Coach.
Good call. You've been bringing that linebacker pressure a lot all day, and then all of a sudden, you catch it, you block it all up, You sneak the fullback out, and all of a sudden he's off to the races. Maybe they should have been playing back there because that's different speed than we've seen today.
Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, we've seen a couple of different bodies at that running back position for them, and Venditti's getting the job done.
Now, do you go for 2 here, Coach?
Well, okay, so what are we at? We're going to be 20.
It's 14-9.
Yeah, 14-9. So 2 would get you to 11, which puts you in a field goal, ties it. But
No difference between 4 and 5, though.
right.
See, I know I'll argue this with. I go for 2 here.
Yeah, to put you to 11, which would be a 3-point game.
Right.
But chip shot, it's good. 14-10.
Very good. It's into the beer garden.
So 14-10, Venditti turned on the Jets, gets this one home.
So I think they also called Hamilton for the offside on the extra point, which will be added on the kickoff. So they should be kicking the ball here at the 50, if I remember, if I saw it signaled correctly. I didn't see a flag, but yeah, and they're going to kick the ball from the 50 here.
Okay.
But again, I didn't happen to see the flag, but 14-10, 40 seconds left to go. Looks like we're going to have ourselves a good fourth quarter here.
Yeah, and we called it, coming into the game here too, similar records against similar teams.
Yeah.
Usually is kind of spells out what to expect in these matchups. And I think we're seeing that now. We're 40 seconds left here in the third. We could get back to work here on offense if we're the Canes, but do we see maybe an onside kick here? We are loading up.
No, I think they're going to try to. I think he's too shallow. The way that this guy's kicking right now, the wind's at his back right now. I'm lining up on the goal line here. I want to attack this up, but I think he's too shallow here. They're just going to try to coffin corner it.
Okay, which I didn't think we could do anymore, was overloaded to the one side.
Yeah, it's way over his head.
But this is going to be Siderius on the return, gets it back to the 15, 20. First down, Canes.
Now you get the extracurricular stuff happening. Quinte player without a helmet, flags fly, and he got up and gave him a shot. This might be 15 yards this way.
Which I'm sure the Hamilton Hurricanes would not. No,
it's both. It's both
so
ways.
offsettings?
Should be. But they're marching in against Hamilton. And again, we talked about it. You gotta maintain your composure in moments like this.
Yeah,
like
so we were up to the 20, so we're back at the 5. Yeah, so 15 yards.
Yep. And now you have a long field to go. And you haven't really maintained much drive-wise, during this game. So successful drive at this point, you got to be thinking you got to get the ball to midfield.
All right, so 1st and 10 from the 5. Canes with 105 yards to go here. And Maroc is going to get this ball. Get about 5.
Yep.
So 2nd and 5. Not bad. Let's just keep pounding the rock. And here
Late flag
comes
again.
the flags.
Objectional conduct. I saw the signal right away. 2 of them. I think they're having somebody removed from this game.
Well, that's what the Quinte coaches are yelling in, requesting from the sidelines.
Objectional conduct. So this is coming all the way down
To the
I believe,
1?
to the 1 yard line.
Or
3 yard
half
line.
the distance?
Yep.
Right, we got, okay, right. It was half the distance. We were at the 10 after the play. So is it based on the it's the where we were from?
Well, they just removed a player from the game.
Yeah, so 75 came out of the game. That's Dylan Gillespie, O-line. And
Quinte is really creeping up to take away that run.
Coach Emo having a chat with the white hat ref here, probably getting an explanation. And 75 is on the sideline.
Yeah. But his helmet was off, so
yeah. So that's 3 plays regardless whether it was an ejection or not. So he's going to have a chat with the coach. We'll get back to business here. All right. Well, 2nd and about 13 here for your Hamilton Hurricanes from the 2-yard line. Atwall to give this to Maraca. Maraca gets it tight to the boundary. Gets himself a couple of yards, but that's going to bring up about 3rd and 8.
You know, what they've done well, Quinte, is their corners and their defensive backs really tackle well. Like, really, really tackle well. Where Hamilton's had success is kind of running it in between the tackle box. They haven't much success going sideline to sideline as we see the end of the 3rd quarter here, Adam. I'd like to see that go back. I wouldn't expect anything less than Hamilton's going to take a safety here, and it's going to put the score at 14-12, and we really got a heck of a 4th quarter coming up here then.
Yeah, I mean, Nold would have the wind at his back if we're switching ends.
Yeah, we're switching ends now.
And he can crank the thing downfield, but
okay, but even if you crank it downfield, you're giving them the ball at the 40, 45-yard line, as opposed to giving the ball at their 35.
True.
So the 2 points here, it's still a 1-score game. I'm taking the safety 100 times out of 100 here.
Well, time will tell here shortly. And again, if you're just joining us, thanks for joining us here on Canes TV. Adam Melrose and the coach Ron Forwarda taking you through the last 15 minutes, the last quarter of this game. And it's a tight one, 14-10. We're about to see what will happen here with Tyler Nold. Punter, whether we take a safety or we pull something fancy out of our hat here, Coach, but I think you're probably correct in the fact that we're going to see Mr. Nold either run this through the back or take a knee.
Well, we have had that first on that fake punt. I think it might have been a hot call as opposed to a fake punt because the snap was a little bit.
Nope.
He's kicking it.
Oh, and it's really high.
This is
getting the halo set right. 28's going to dive on it. It'll be a no yards, and that's Evan Geen.
So you're going to get the ball at the 26-yard line, okay? This ball, because you recovered at the 31, 5-yard penalty. You're going to get the ball at the 26-yard line. You're already in field goal range.
Right.
This is why I take the safety there. You know, and I get it. It's a close game right now, but that's you set them up for their first lead of the day.
Yeah, well, considering we're used to seeing Noel just crank these down the field, that must have just hit his baby toe or something and just went flipping off to the side here. So, Hamilton D back to work, 30 front. So we're expecting pressure likely, but we're still playing loose all the way down here, almost like levels here, Coach.
Yep.
No, nobody coming. He's got a man downfield. It's Van Dyke. And
it was underthrown on
Tiffany had him covered up pretty good regardless. But, yeah, they're looking for that sort of.
Everybody jumped at that time, and everybody picked somebody up. But, again, he got that free release up the sideline, and it was just trying to run that fade pattern. A little bit underthrown. So now he's throwing into the wind, so that's got something else to do with it. Because the wind has definitely picked up a little bit here. The flags are starting to move a little bit more. And he's taking a long time in the huddle here as well.
Yeah, so trying to probably cook some time. I mean, clock management when it's only a 4-point game is interesting, but 21 in the backfield with Camerota. Camerota looking boundary side. He's got a man wide open who catches this. That's number 8 on the reception. That's Dowdle. And that'll be a first down for Quinte.
Yeah, first and goal at about the 8 or 9 yard line. It's just a long out there. And again, it's that you're playing when you're rotating there, no one's picking up that second man coming across. So I don't get it, but they're afraid of getting beat deep.
Yeah, which is why the underneath routes have been there all day.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. 2x2. We got that wing to the field side and 21 in the backfield, which is Boyer for Quinte. Camerota rolling out to his right side, pointing downfield, throws it out of bounds. Yep.
Smart heads up play. Get outside the tackle box. Just get it out of bounds. Relive to play second down. Good coverage that time by the Hurricanes.
Yeah, I mean the corner just wasn't there. So I'm assuming, do we just keep it in the air here? It doesn't work out. We get a field goal.
They've had no success running the ball today whatsoever. So I'd be surprised if they don't run it, or if they don't pass it here. Now,
So we're second.
Number one
goal.
actually was the game breaker. I don't see him on the field right now. That was the guy I wanted to see maybe get a screen pass to.
Yeah, so Camerota having a look, field side. Nope, it's not there. He's just going to go. He's got
He's
men to
in.
beat. Gets the pylon. Touchdown, Quinte. No flags. And we got the Selly.
So touchdown, Quinte. I'm sorry, but that's why I take that safety.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I'm with you.
Hamilton, which really dominated this game, has allowed Quinte to stay in it, and now all of a sudden Quinte has the lead coming out. 13:06. Now let's see, Hamilton, can you put a drive together? Can you make the stops that are necessary? Can you finish this game? You know, we're talking about minus the extra point here. It is now going to be 17-14, so it's still a 3-point game.
Yep, and that's good. So 17-14.
Hamilton has done a good job today of really running the ball with power and authority, but they just can't seem to get out of their own way. I want to see, like I just keep saying it, I want to see a big, maintained, consistent drive. I want to see chunk plays.
Yep.
Give me 5 or 6 yards of play. 20 yards, great. 15 yards, great. But I want to get 5 or 6 yards every single play, and I want to assert my dominance in this game right now.
Well, and you've got the weapons, right? Maraca showing he can hustle. Hicks running it down. Sideri's having a great game in the first half, right? You got Hustle and Watson and Schooley and the rest of them that can come in.
Well, Schooley's out with an injury actually today.
Well, he is a scratch, correct, yeah. But we've got some weapons. So, dude, could we rotate the same 5 guys through the same play over and over just to try and, get something going here,
Wear
Coach?
it down. Wear it down, yep.
Yeah, you got 13 minutes to burn this thing down. A field goal ties it if you're Hamilton. A touchdown's better, puts you back ahead. But Ottawa, it says it on the scoreboard. Quinte, 2 unanswered here in the second half. So Hamilton,
2 long drives too.
Oh yeah, Hamilton has the beauty play to end off the first half. But it's really been Quinte running the show here a little bit offensively. So let's get it back to the Hamilton offense. We've got Gago.
Let it go out.
Nope, that one's staying in just on the numbers. Gago takes it to the
There
side. He
you go.
gets a nice block from 84. Makes
Coming
another
back.
man miss. We're going to come back over here. But he's going. Now, curious what the flag is on here, Coach. And he's out at the 20, but flag back at the 23-ish.
Yeah, they're already waving them back.
Yeah.
They're already waving them back
And
here.
the stick guys just stopped, so here we go. We're going back. So let's see what the White Hats got for us. See if we catch it. Is that crackback? Ooh, maybe that. Yep. I see it. Yeah, it was early in the replay.
Yep.
Unfortunate.
So this is coming all the way back down to the 23-yard line. So Hamilton's going to have the ball at the 14.
If you catch it, let's see the replay one more time. You'll see it right up here on the screen. Obviously, we don't have the telestrator on, but you're going to see it around the numbers right there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Set, peel back, going back to the end zone.
Yeah.
You can't go back towards your own end zone.
That's one of those, like, guys, I appreciate the effort, but I just ran it for 50 yards. So if you could not do that again, that'd be wonderful conversations that you're going to have on the sidelines.
We talked about it, like they just can't seem to get out of their own way. Big
Yeah.
play happens, and they make it an unnecessary block in the back.
Yeah. So 2-by-1 look here now. The tight end in for the Canes. We're going to give this ball to Maraca. Maraca's going to get 5 yards.
Okay.
2nd and 5.
Good job. Come back and let's rinse and repeat.
And trainers coming in.
Yeah.
Yep.
Quinte player, like Hamilton's really done a good job of really dominating the line of scrimmage. If they can get the guy to the second level, Siderius has had himself a game running the ball. Really, really with a lot of speed and a lot of authority. They've had more success running the ball on the left of the offense, right of the defense, as opposed to the other way around.
Yeah, and it was Dowdle that was being attended to. He's coming off with his helmet off now, talking to the trainers, but jogged off, so maybe an upper body thing. But getting looked after by the Quinte training staff.
He seems fine, but they are taking a look at him. So
Atwall gives this to Siderius. Siderius going field side, gets the edge and the first down, and a couple more yards here, Coach.
yeah, pushed out of bounds about the 44-yard line. Actually, they're marking him out at the 42 by the looks of it. But again, 10 yards. This is what I want to see. Now let's come back and let's run it again. Run it again. Like, just keep pounding the rock.
Well, I mean, we just chewed up 2 minutes there, right? So let's just keep it rolling. And, yeah, I mean, you've got the bodies. You've got the threats in the backfield. So
I'd love to see them get Luka Jones involved, but I understand let's run the ball here. There would be great coverage downfield. That time Quinte does a good job of understanding. It's like, no, the run's coming. Everybody filled the gap. Hamilton wasn't able to get to their second level that time for the blocks, but they still got 2 yards.
Yeah, and I was just actually, as the play was happening there up the middle, I was looking for Luka Jones, who's still sort of at that X position right now, and he is being covered by number 11. And here we go. Same look, 2-by-2 for the Canes.
They're blitzing off that one side, too.
Atwall rolling out to the boundary. Deep ball downfield to Marchesano. Almost gets picked.
Ooh, I thought he got there early.
87 is locking. A yellow lock-in for Quinte.
Unnecessary roughness, roughing the passer. 15-yard penalty called against Quinte. It is a Hamilton first down.
Yeah, I mean we're a little early on the coverage here, Coach. We'll see it again in the replay.
The linebackers coming through, number 2 here, or actually it was the second guy coming across that got him, but it was a 15-yard penalty. So Hamilton gets the first down, but still, it's opportunities there. That's only 2 plays for number 9.
That's very accurate, but somebody on this bench needs to be following that, right? It's not a football flag.
Illegal substitution.
Yep.
No, they called it against Hamilton.
Canes? So we'll take it back 10.
No, 5-yard penalty.
I don't see who came on.
67 came on late for Hamilton.
But we missed a procedure call. Moving on. Okay. All right, well, here we go, Coach.
1st and 15 here. Ball's at the 52-yard line.
2-minute motion. Siderius
Here
has
goes.
the ball right up the middle. Runs into his own guy. Gets a first down. A helmet goes flying off number 61, which we might get here on the replay. But I like the way Siderius is running this ball, man. So it almost looks like 9 rips 61's helmet off, to be
yeah, I thought so too.
Very brutally honest here.
But he is absolutely balled out today. You know, I don't know if you're giving game balls out or stickers or whatever you do.
The star on the wall, whatever it is.
Boy, oh boy, he's had himself a whale of a game. And I know he's got to be exhausted right now.
Check the helmet right here. It gets ripped off. Now, the other challenge, too, is a lot of these guys wearing speed flexes. And any
pressure on that whatsoever,
all I ever see,
bucket's going to pop.
Yeah, and or the guys just don't do them up tight enough, right?
Yeah.
This isn't a hockey helmet. We need you properly done up here, guys. It should be tight. I just fit 67 helmets at the local high school the other day, and I did them as tight as I possibly could because I'm sick of seeing guys having to come out for 3 plays because they were just being lazy doing them up. So here we go, back to work.
I don't miss those days. I really don't.
So 1st and 10 here for the Canes from the 41. Motion to the field side.
Run it again.
And we get a little jet coming across. No, Maraca.
See, again, it's that pattern. They're having more success running the ball on the left than they are to the right.
Yeah.
Late flag now. Who's
yapping?
No, somebody flopped there, though. Okay, so I don't know if...
So 66 is having a chat. No, 66 is being sent off the field by the white hat ref. And that is Ty Gilmore.
Yeah. Objectionable conduct, so they got 2 penalties against them.
So
just
check your emotions,
get
guys.
out of your own way.
So the big herd of bodies there. So clearly something was being said or done in the middle there that we didn't see. We're throwing our helmet on the sidelines, which I'm sure people will be excited about on the ownership crew. And we're going to move this with a
It's
20
a 20-yard penalty. It's 25. It's a 30-yard penalty. 10, 25-yard penalty.
So
Is it an ejection? Did they eject him?
yeah, he's out. Like threw his helmet on the sidelines. So we have a second and the mountain play. Right? It's let's just get our composure in check here, Coach.
I don't have too many second and 35 plays.
Now,
Just for the record.
can we find Luka Jones? Amrit, 2 men in motion, dropping back, gunning it down the field. Luka Jones, through his
Mo's there.
fingertips. And
a
another
late
flag
again.
So 58's got his bucket off. We're not going to see it because we were downfield for the replay. But 58 or 59 is having word. You got to come off the field, son.
No, it's unnecessary roughness against Hamilton.
But I think even if your helmet just comes off in general, you're still at for three plays,
if
right?
it's forced off because you've had contact to the face and the other player pops it off, that you're allowed to stay on.
Okay.
But again, this is what they've had great success running the ball and doing all that. They just cannot get out of their own way.
Yeah. That Luka Jones catching that ball obviously would have been beautiful.
But it would have
also
come
been,
back.
Yeah.
You know?
It would have negated you all for nothing, really, unfortunately. So 9:42 here from the Hammer. We're at Tim Hortons Field. Adam Melrose, the coach, Ron Forwarda on color commentary. And we've got, it looks like Jeremy Hicks actually
Hicks
ready
is back punting
to
now.
take this punt.
Now, I promise you he's not faking this because they're not making this 50 yards up.
So Van Dyke and I think Venditti. So, nice punt. Van Dyke on the return. No, check that. That's number 8 is eventually brought down by Justin Sinos.
So, no. Okay. So, 37's going to get it for over here now. This
Do
is
we see
behind,
it right here, bottom of the screen?
Yeah.
Okay, blocks from behind.
Because, again, then he gives him another shot. There is that pedestrian rule where if you're not in the play, you're not allowed to make contact. So this is going back 15 yards against Quinte.
Yeah.
So it's, if you're Quinte, you're looking for a couple first downs here.
All right.
I think it's Hamilton.
Is the White Hats, is he coming to talk to Coach Barry Emo again, or is he just getting back to the center of the field?
They're marching this against Hamilton again.
Wow. Well, not even the Nax My Sharona playing on the PA system right now could calm down this crowd, Coach. So
I don't get it. I don't get it.
So what are we going to get here? We're just going to get...
They got like a 25-yard penalty there. And it's just these... I get it. There's emotion and everything going on. But my goodness, you're killing yourselves. You're the better team today for 3/4 of this game. And you just cannot get out of your own way.
Well, Coach Barry Emo needing to drop the hammer on composure. What's nice to see on the sideline right now is they are having a chat with the guys, right? There's a couple younger coaches in there, just, Coach Barry Emo just telling them, hey, settle them down, right? With Camerota back at the helm for Quinte, 3-by-1 wing to the boundary. 2 men in motion. We're going to pull this one. Camerota's having a look at field side, rolling out. And, no, incomplete.
Good coverage that time by number 9.
Was looking for, I believe, number 16. 19. Lockwood. No flags magically. 2nd and 10. As the crowd erupts. I love
the officials really have taken over this game, but you know what? They're justified calls.
Yeah.
I hate that.
Yeah. And,
I'm the biggest proponent of the refs have a very, very difficult job to do. But in the game where you just lack complete control over your own emotions, these are the worst games to referee.
Yeah, would be tough. There we go. 2 men in motion. Venditti in the backfield. Camerota launches it field side again. Almost hits camera guy Addis. And we're back, 3rd and
Your
10
field
here,
goal
Coach.
range,
Yeah.
though.
So do we bring out? I believe it was.
It's number 11's the
Tegan,
kicker, yeah.
Tegan Good.
So left-footed kicker on the far right hash.
Poised for success.
There you go.
Which make this a 6-point game with the success of this. Unless we get a nice block out of it again, which, I mean, if we could get the pressure we did at the end of the first half.
They're not putting anyone back here. This is a mistake. This is a huge mistake. If he misses this,
here we go.
there you go. Finally.
So, Sean Hustle goes back. It's good.
Like, I get it. The kid's got a leg and everything, but if you don't put somebody back there on a field goal attempt, man, it's just, you're asking for trouble. Now, the referees are having a talk here. I don't see a flag, but they're talking like there's a flag. No flag.
They're waving it off. So, it's good. So, the Canes will scrimmage from
35-yard line.
at the 35. So, hopefully we get a chance here. You know, we're getting reset. We're back on the sidelines. Can we have a quick chat and say, fellas, there's 8.5 minutes left here. Can we pull it together for 8.5 minutes and put 6 more on the board, hopefully 7, right? This is still a very winnable game. We just need to flip back to our, how we got started in this game.
Yeah,
But-
you've dominated the game on the ground, and you dominated time of possession. You just keep shooting yourself in the foot with, I get it, the emotional penalties, but at some point you have to check this and say the greater good is the team. Okay, you're playing like a bunch of me guys. You need to be a bunch of we guys.
Yep.
And let's see if they can get some we movement together in the last 8 minutes of this game.
Here we go. Plenty of time. Maraca, Siderius, the guys we need in the backfield to make it happen are there, Coach. We're about to see 2 guys in motion. We're going to give it to Siderius. Siderius up the middle. Siderius gets plugged at about 3 yards here. Oh, very easy off. No flags.
Gain of about, I'm going to say it was a gain of about 4 by where they marked it originally.
Marker guy's about to put it down. So, yep, 2nd and 6.
But again, there's just too much talking. Never mind what the other team's doing.
Yeah.
Do your job.
Yeah. Life lessons, Coach Ron. All right, here we go. Siderius, Maraca. We've got Luka Jones at the top side of your screen, but let's keep it on the ground. We get some motion here across. It's Marchesano. Marchesano cuts it back up the middle, and we'll get
Gain
himself.
of about 4 yards. So
Yep.
we've got a 3rd and 2, 7 minutes left.
What are you doing here? Punt, or are you going to go for it?
I think you got to punt.
Well,
You-
there's no sign. No, here they come.
You've been playing in your own end all half.
Yeah.
You didn't give up the deuce. You end up giving up the touchdown. The penalties they've had the ball inside their 30 the entire half, it seems like.
Yeah.
So I want to punt the ball. I want to flip the field. My defense has played well today. Played really, really well. Defense, we need you one more time here.
Yeah.
Let's make a stand, make a play. They only got 1 man back now. So I don't know if they're expecting something sneaky here.
Yeah, so it's Jacoby Dillion for Quinte back to return
Hicks
this.
is kicking
So I wonder if maybe Nold hurt his foot on that.
on that tackle. Good punt. Good job. Smart. Now find the ball. Find the ball.
Oh, that might be a
Nope.
no yards.
Oh, jeez.
So he's going to spin off this, keep working to the field. We got our pursuit. Almost just gets off. 41 saves that one, but might be down.
Yeah, he's definitely.
Jack Cherwadi. That big man down. Full extension when he hit the ground too, right? Like he
Yeah.
got the shoestring, and then I felt that hit up here
Yeah.
when he hit the ground here.
My knees are hurting right now just
Right.
thinking about that again.
Yeah, this
Again,
might
just
probably
wrap
a rib
up. You got to
thing.
wrap up.
Yeah, boom, boom. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Full extension of the arm and everything. Yeah. That's an owie.
Yeah. So we'll give him a second to be attended to by the trainer, and we'll get back to work here. So at least we're down in the other end now, Coach. It's a 20-14 game, 6:21 left here in the fourth. Plenty of time. Both timeouts available for both teams, so we still got lots of options here. And Coach Barry Emo out on the field now checking on his guy.
You know, it's a fight. They haven't marked off that or did they mark it off? Not sure if they did or not on that. You know, you got a guy down, bring your defense over. Let's get everyone set. Make sure everyone understands the assignment here, okay?
Yeah, here he comes off
no
the field.
extracurricular, no extra anything. So good to see the way he's running off. He just got winded the way he landed on that. So.
Yeah, definitely. So, PA announcer doing a good job trying to get the crowd back in it. It was getting quiet here for a second. Obviously, we had a guy down, so everybody's showing respect for that. But, you know, our defense needs to make a big play here. Nice stop. Let's get the offense back on the field. Let's get back to running the ball. So the clock's winding in. Similar look that we've seen from Quinte all day. And Camarota still in the game.
3-4 look still, one high safety.
2-minute motion, 3-minute motion. We're going to give this to the running back number 1 who gets the first down and is working to the outside. Is eventually brought down by 32. So Venditti on the carry and brought down by Sean Hustle of the Canes, but it'll be a first down for Quinte.
Well, they haven't run the ball much in this half. It's a good change of pace. You know, you want to lean on your running game maybe a little bit right now if you're Quinte. And again, he's really a dynamic ball carrier. Great speed. He was the one that took it to the house on that screen pass.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, and he's ready to do it all over again. Camarota. Might have a flag here. Free play. Camarota's going to gun this downfield, and it's caught. And it's tackled by number 20, pushes him out of bounds. That's number 8 on the reception, McAllister. And here we go. We're going to be first and goal for the Quinte Skyhawks here, Coach, quickly.
Yep. Again, it's.
So we've woken up the Quinte crowd a little bit and a little quiet to the right side of us here.
Yes.
On the Hamilton side. So.
Yes, agreed. And again, there's right now you need a play. Right now you need a play. You need an absolute play from your defense, and you need it once, you need it twice. You got to hold them to the 3 here. But even 3 points is going to put it at you're down 2 scores at this point.
Yeah, Camarota sends 2 men in motion. We're going to give this to Venditti. Venditti goes right up the middle. He's going to get himself about 3 or 4 yards, keeps the feet moving. Second and goal, Quinte.
You know, Quinte keeps driving around, and again, you've had a few ejections out here, and you had a couple injuries, and all of a sudden now, Hamilton, you're making those tackles in the backfield, you're making those tackles 3 yards downfield.
Couple substitutions coming in here on the D line. Number 53 checking in for the Canes.
You got to go to that. You got to go to a 40. You got to go to a 40 front now inside the 5.
Yeah.
If you're playing in that 30 front, they're just going to run the ball down your throat.
Yeah, absolutely. 3-by-1. Maybe they're looking for 12 here, or we give this to Venditti and let him finish it off. Second and goal. 2 men in motion. Yep, we'll give it to Venditti. Venditti finds the far side. Tiffany might have got the ball's loose.
Oh, they're saying he was down. They're saying he was down. They're saying he was down at the 1 yard line.
On the 1, so it'll be 3rd and goal. And Justin
he
Tiffany.
was down. He was down.
Yeah, absolutely.
So the arm came down, and that he absolutely hit the ground with that.
Justin Tiffany saving that, but now we're probably going to see QB keeper up the middle, or do we do the same thing with Venditti again?
Well, Hamilton had a chance to get that touchdown. They ended up fumbling it. So, you know, nothing is given.
Well, here we go. 3rd and goal. Let's get it in tight. Camarota under center.
Procedure.
Guys. That should have been
He
procedure.
didn't get in. He did not get in.
We got 44
He did not
referee.
get in.
And are we signaling a stop?
Hey, but they signaled the stop, but you've got a flag down here. I thought the left end moved.
Do we have enough of the replay at the beginning?
Yep.
No.
Okay. Procedure called against Quinte.
Yep.
Penalty declined. First down, Hamilton. Okay, you got your stops. So they both teams basically have turned it over on the 1 yard line now.
Yeah. Wow. That same spot.
Yeah. Going to the same end zone. Now, 3 minutes, 12 seconds left. Coach Adam, you've got 109 yards to go.
Whoosh. So, do I like the deep shot to Luka Jones for big chunk yards? Absolutely.
Not right now, I don't.
Do we use Siderius to just get us maybe 5 or so more yards away?
I'm absolutely running this ball down their throat.
Here it is. Atwell hits the uprights, but had Kelvin Liu pretty open for at least a first down.
That's a gutsy call out of your own end zone.
Yeah.
Throwing the ball to the wide side of the field.
Now, were we on an NFL field, we wouldn't have hit that maybe.
That
sucks. 2nd and 10 from the 1 yard line.
3-minute warning just blowing in as well.
So we got Marchesano and
So
Liu.
you don't need 10 yards, you need 5 right now.
Luka Jones hustling. No, it's Horncastle. Horncastle. It's just overthrown or underran. Pick your poison, coach.
A little bit too far on that. He's being just a little bit long on.
So what are you doing now? You taking the safety? You punting this thing out?
You take the safety. You puts it down 8.
Yeah. So you got to punt it and put faith in your defense.
But you're not going to punt it from your goal line here. You have to take the deuce. You have to.
Yeah.
The 2 points still puts it at a. It's a 2-point conversion for the tie.
Yeah.
I don't.
Well, Coach Ron composes his thoughts. Well, thank you again for joining us here on Canes TV. We do have an injured Quinte Skyhawk down on the field, being intended to. Pretty small roster on the left side here too. Similar, yesterday, Beef 76 guys on the one side, and there was like 28. And no, there was more than 28 for GTA, but it looked that way.
There was 28.
Yeah, and low numbers. Quinte again, a newer club doing what they can to build up football in the area. The Your TV guys do a great job of the streams down in their end, and it's nice to see. We were talking yesterday too about the introduction of a 7th OFC team. Was it Sudbury
and Sault Ste. Marie?
Wow. So are they flying to the games? Like that's
a bus ride.
They got sponsored by Air Canada Jazz. So here we go. We're gonna give up the deuce.
Yeah, they gave up the deuce already, so that's done. So 2 minutes and 37 seconds left. Ball goes down to your 35-yard line. If you're Quinte, you want to run. You don't even mind punting.
Yep.
Hamilton's done nothing in the second half offensively.
No, I mean, we're seeing some decent chunk yard, or not even chunk yards, but like decent yards from Siderius. Maraca had a couple of nice carries, but we need more of that consistently to keep things rolling here, Coach. So body language and attitudes changing drastically on the Quinte side of things. Way more guys sitting down on the Hamilton side, and that, it says a lot, to either side of where people are at right now. So a couple of ejections on this side too. Is 75 still in, or did they send him to the no, he's on the sideline still. So hey, I screwed up. I'm still here to cheer you guys on. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for Quinte from the 35.
But yeah, they're gonna.
All the timeouts are still on the board.
Yeah, for both teams.
Yes.
So remember, the clock resets on a first down. So it's more about time here than anything else.
Now, are we missing we've got no end, or we've got a tight end and a wing on the far side?
Tight end and a wing.
Okay. So flag right away. So may have seen a hold, but we're going to see what referee 32 saw.
No,
procedure.
No, they had no end. There you go. You're a shorter guy.
Yeah. So it wasn't crazy. It was just that single. Nope. It was a single wing. Okay.
We were playing NCAA there.
And no flag.
Because they only had 11 men.
Oh, the tackle becomes the end?
Yes.
Yeah, I got you.
So
no
flag.
And that wing was just not off the line enough to be called not on the line. Right? That's the way you got to. Yeah, I mean, it had to be 6 plus the wideout.
Yep.
So they gave it to him.
2nd down and 6 here.
2:22, clock's running. Quinte taking their time. It's about management right now. They're ahead by 8. Beef's defense back in a 40 front, looking to make something happen. Pressure's coming from the D-line. Camerota is rolling out to his left. He's got to scramble a little bit. He's having to look downfield. He's got Van Dyke, and Van Dyke gets a pop out of bounds. Good
You
luck.
got a late flag, too. Got a really, really late flag before the push out of bounds or whatever that was. So this is going to go against Quinte. I think he had pass interference against the offense here. Or something was going on because the flag was thrown right in front of the bench. So did they have one of the bench players come on?
Did we get it in the replay? Like, I think late hit on Van Dyke, but there was something else on the other side of Addis.
It wasn't a late hit. It's his momentum, and he slipped on the concrete down there. So it is.
Ooh. Okay, so they're
it was pass interference against Quinte, or a hold, one or the other. 10-yard penalty, repeat 2nd down, but the clock stops.
right.
Clock stops. That's important.
So 2nd and 16. We have been targeting down the field a whole lot. You know, Camerota's likes what he's got up the boundary side usually, which that would be number 12, Melnichuk, who's
but you're just handing this ball off here. That's all you're doing.
right. So
And they made the stop. Now call your timeout.
no, he's waiting. Coach Emo just double checking.
So they won't restart the clock here. So they are calling timeout.
Okay. $1:57.
Because otherwise you're just taking 20 seconds off.
Right.
And then you're going to kick it, or you'll take the time count violation, and then you'll kick it.
Correct. So 3rd and 13, punt crew coming on for Quinte. So we'll see Tegan Good.
This is going to come down to the last play of the game.
Yeah, I think so.
Just it's got that feeling to it.
Yeah. So who do we have in the back? We got, I believe, Siderius.
No, Siderius is not out there.
Or was it Maraca?
Yeah.
I just saw an 8. We got an interesting angle here.
86 and I think 28.
So 86 is Gago, and Maraca's 28. So he's been kicking left a fair bit.
He's left-footed.
Which should mean that, look at you.
Good snap.
Yeah.
Pressure coming.
All right, Maraca should be on the return here. One bounce, he's got it. He got the halo. Maraca makes a couple minutes, he's going to run into traffic.
Okay.
And we're going to get this to about the 48-yard line. 1st and 10, Canes.
So you have a $1:44 left, and you are at the 48-yard line.
And 23 of the Quinte Skyhawks appears to be in distress. That's
You
Peter
have
Holt.
63 yards to go here.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's this.
It's not impossible. A lot of time in the Canadian game. You still have a timeout. I want to come back to that run.
Yeah.
I want to come back to the run game.
If you're happy and you know it, run the ball.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was my version of a clap.
Yeah. Well, here we go. 14 coming in, Mr. Atwell. He's got the play from the OC. Now's the time for the Canes offense to put the work in here, Coach.
Haven't had much success passing the ball. You've run the ball well. Siderius.
Here we go.
Yeah,
Maraca Siderius in the backfield. Atwell looking downfield. He's got Luka Jones. Jones pulls it in.
right
And,
to midfield.
Yeah, 6 yards. Should be 2nd and 2, 2nd and 3.
About 7 here. Yep. 7 yards, 2nd down and 3 here. Quick.
$1:38 on the clock.
Clock's blowing in because it wasn't a first down.
Yep. Canes looking to tie this one up as the clock rolls down. 1:30. We're down underneath. Atwell looking downfield. He's got his man Siderius who pulls it in, but that's not going to be enough here, Coach. So 3rd and
You got to
2.
call your timeout here.
And Sideris was down, but the ball got stripped, and Quinte is calling for
No. This is what? No.
No, it bounced off
No.
the ground.
No.
It bounced.
The gentleman in the midfield is
Okay.
going, no. I blew that. It's Hamilton's
Well,
ball.
let's watch it one more time because I could swear the ball comes out and bounces.
White hat just pointed to Quinte.
So
He's down. Wow. The white hat gave the ball to Quinte.
all right, so first down. Here comes Camerota. So $1.20. Canes still have a timeout. A bit of confusion on the sideline. We got some guys didn't think they needed to come in. So 51 and 45 checking in. Nope, just 51 joining us. That's Ben McLeish.
So you've got quick run timeout. We're going to say with about $1.05, with about $1.10.
Yeah.
20 seconds.
Venditti in the backfield, so they're probably going to hand it to him right now. 2 men in motion. Venditti takes the handoff right up the middle, breaks through for a first down. Unless they call it where his knee was. Nope. Yeah, referee 2 is calling a second down.
That's
Maybe
it.
2nd and 1.
Well, no, you still got the timeout though.
Yeah. Hustle on the tackle. We're taking our time, of course.
Yeah, like I'm
Yeah.
not snapping it before it hits 50.
Yeah. Venditti. Camerota. 2 men in motion. We're going to give it back to Venditti. Venditti gets across. Should be a first down.
Should be a first down, and that'll pretty much be the ball game. It's right on the stripe. And the white hat indicates first down.
Yeah. So at this
51
point,
seconds left.
mathematically, we could just take 3 knees and we're good to go. We got 1 timeout.
So Quinte on the road, first time in Hamilton, pulls off the upset or gets the big win. So Hamilton's just called their timeout with 42 seconds left.
Yeah. But so we're probably just going to see a couple of knees coming up here with 42
because
seconds
you got
left. Yeah.
20 seconds, 2 seconds, that's it. You know, you could knee this game out.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we've called it. It'll roll. So, well, I guess barring a miracle here, Coach,
We've seen a couple of those.
we have. So I don't want to get ahead of myself right now, but ideally, we could still send pressure. It's not like the younger kid games where they're just going to say like you can't come because of how close the game is.
Yeah.
It hasn't gotten away. So we're going to see here really quickly now. Coaches are running back off the field. Still have Camerota.
They brought a couple of extra linebackers in here as well, so
Yeah.
they're going to fire every gap
We got a
they've
bit of an avalanche coming in here. So
2 hands, kids. 2
yep,
hands.
we give it to Venditti. Venditti hits the middle. A helmet goes flying. And a flag goes flying. And it was 2074.
So no,
His
they're
helmet comes off.
saying
Matt
it was
Thorne.
a illegal hands to the face against Hamilton. Nope, no flag.
No flag. Okay. So 36 seconds left on the clock. I'm assuming bringing up now about a second.
He has to come out for 3 plays.
Yeah. He's got the neck roll on him, too. Man means business.
A little upset.
Just a touch. What gave you that indication, Coach?
Call it a hunch.
Call it a hunch. So Camerota heading back in. Really, at this point, we're 2nd and 6. So 36 seconds. Hamilton has no timeout. So we take a knee. The clock continues to run.
Take a knee. And
then take a knee, and
Zero.
that's game.
Yep.
Yeah. Victory formation for Quinte. Clock's running. They're probably just going to wheel this down.
well, you gotta wait till it hits 19.
Right.
Now you can snap it.
Yeah.
They're telling him not to go after him.
Yeah. So we'll get one more.
One more, knee it out. For an offensive coordinator, the sexiest play in football is the take the knee,
Yeah.
because it's the nothing you can do.
Zero effort needed and no chance of your team getting hurt. And that's going to be the ball game here, Coach. The final today, 22 for the visiting Quinte Skyhawks, 14 for your Hamilton Hurricanes here on Canes TV. And let's talk about what got us to the end of the game. First quarter, really firing Hamilton on offense. Kevin Liu with the passing touchdown. PT's good, 7-0. Second quarter, we get a field goal from the Quinte Skyhawks, 34-yarder from Tegan Good. Then we get that fake run from Knowles, kind of changing things up. And then right before the half is up, one of the most electric plays of the game, right? Blocked field goal.
Yeah.
Matthew McIntosh gets it, pitches it out to Jeremy Hicks. House call, 14-3 going into the half. Everything leaning towards a Hamilton Hurricanes win. But then the Canes come back out in the second half, can't put it together. Venditti with a rushing touchdown in the third. We get another Camerota rushing touchdown, a field goal, and a safety. It's going to give us a 22-14 game. Coach, final thoughts on this matchup with the visiting Quinte Skyhawks?
All things are pointing towards these two teams playing each other in the playoffs. Like, if we call it what it is, in that 4-5 matchup. But Hamilton they got to go back to the drawing boards, and they got to clean some stuff up. I thought defensively they played well. I think they were on the field a little bit too long. Offensively, there's a lot of real positives out of there. Siderius, he had himself a day today. There was a number of really positives. You got to take that, and you got to use that going forward and clean some stuff up and go again next week. Because you got a game here next Saturday against Ottawa, and that's coming off that long road trip that Ottawa's going to have come to Windsor. That's another long road trip on kind of a short week. So Saturday's the game here. Let's go out there and let's get the job done. That's what we have to do.
Yeah, absolutely. Players the game for me for either side of the ball. I really like Siderius. Really dynamic today. I love the way he was running the ball. And I think for Quinte, when Camerota comes back in the game,
that was the difference.
Yeah, it really just tightened everything down. Obviously, he's QB1. The timing is there, and that's what we saw. So we will be back here in a week's time, or I guess in 6 days on Saturday for the Sooners game. Myself, Adam Melrose, and the coach, Ron Forwerda. Big shout-out to our camera guy, Addis, down on the field. Nathan up here on the concourse level, scoring and graphics by Simon, and Stephanie on the production, basically the wizard for the whole thing. Just putting it all together. This has been Canes TV, live from Tim Hortons Field, and we'll see you next Saturday right back here against the Ottawa Sooners.